So right now, you're being aggressive, right? So you're violating my Third Amendment right because I'm quartering with an enemy combatant.
It is what it is. We're all sick from disinformation. We all live for twisted sensations. Kids are safe, but too well behaved to feel. Never heal with the fakes. Go make something real. If what you've always believed in was not considered treason, business will be booming, writing news with no meaning. Take it or leave it, the way you see it is the end result. Angels and demons.
What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing all right this fine Sunday morning. How's everyone doing? What's up, Gary? What's up, Lavender? What's up, May? No 12-hour stream today. Don't have it in me today. What's up, Mrs. J? There we go. Not in for today. If you want to join me, man, maybe we can do 8 hours or something. I can do that. If you come up, I'll do an 8-hour stream. I don't know about a 12-hour stream though. That was a bit much. I wasn't even prepared the last time. I think I want to be a little bit more prepared the next time I do something like that, you know. So yeah, just thought I'd go live for a little bit. What's up, Lavender?
What's up?
What'd you think of the video today? Yeah, no, you haven't.
One with Bobby.
Yeah, you're the first one to comment.
Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Oh, did you?
He's just a total tool.
Yeah, that dude's an idiot. Just following the cops around, like, really? Idiot.
See, that's over in the UK.
I was thinking it was Australia, actually.
Something like that, yeah. One or the other. I couldn't tell because I could hear Spanish music and
yeah, I know. I couldn't tell either.
Shit
but
going
then Stuart
Sanders
said Australia, and I didn't see any of those signs. So, but okay, I believe everyone's saying Australia. So everyone's saying Australia. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it.
Okay, fine. It's Australia. Over here, especially down here, that wouldn't have happened. He would have went to jail for something.
Well, I mean, I thought the cops were pretty nice to him. They were,
absolutely.
They're very respectful, very professional. Yes. I mean, obviously, who the hell isn't going to want to know what's going on with somebody just randomly following them for absolutely no reason? I mean, he crossed the fucking street to follow these guys.
Cross the street and change directions.
It wasn't like he came upon a stop or anything. No. He absolutely followed him. Yes, cross the street and change direction. It was ridiculous.
That was just insane. Yeah.
This is true, man. What's up, Jimmy? Hey, Gary. Hey, Warrigal, man. Hey, Mrs. J. How are you guys today?
Y'all nuts.
Doing all right.
Mama J.
So did you guys, let's start. Mrs. J, did you see the video yet or no? Mrs. J.
Oh, I hate this damn phone. No. We're running around.
Okay.
Of course you are.
And of course, you've gone live because Mr. J wants to get up on the panel and he's driving. And I can't get the phone to.
Actually, I had an idea.
On the phone when you're not in the car?
I had an idea for Mr. J since he keeps missing all the panels because he's driving. I want to bring back my veterans sound off on auditors. I wanted Mr.J to do it with me.
I'll do it. He'll do it.
All right, so we'll set up a date. We'll do it next week. Sometime next week. I'll email you and we'll figure out a day and a time.
Let's see. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we have a snowstorm coming. Yeah, we'll be home.
Okay. Well, then we'll do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It won't be live, but we'll record it kind of like how I did with Lavender and Taco.
That sounds fine.
Yeah. And also, anyone else who's in the chat that's a veteran and I would like to do that, just go ahead and email me and let me know you want to be a part of that. I want to start doing that again because that got a lot of good reviews. People really like those.
I'll be there.
Taco's a veteran?
Taco's not a veteran. Is Taco a veteran?
No. Just we last week, me, Lavender, and Taco all like commented on a video, and we did
Oh,
it through StreamYard. We did it through StreamYard, but we just recorded it and I released the video. That's how we're gonna do the video with you, Mr. J.
That's good. He's game.
Lab,
Cool.
are you all right?
Good.
You know, I'm still alive.
Just make sure he sees the video first. Or are you
I'll
doing
worry
live
about you, baby.
reviews?
No,
I
it's
know.
not be live.
Okay.
Yes, how are you feeling today, Lavender?
I just told Gary I'm still alive.
Well, that's good. War Eagle Man. So, did you see the video I released today?
Yes, I did.
And what do you think, sir?
I don't understand why he was even following them.
Right, absolutely. My question is, so I wonder what he was doing. Was he like out looking for? He's obviously out looking to audit something, right? Then he sees Tops across the street. They weren't doing anything. They're sitting there walking, and then when they approach him, he's like, "Well, you just leave. What are you doing? I'm just following. It's legal. Like, true, yes, absolutely. It's legal for him to just film in public, but they make it sound like the reason they're so pissed off is because they're being filmed. No, I think it's more that they're being followed is the issue that they're having with the whole situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and they like to push this narrative that, oh, you're afraid of a camera. No, it's all right. So the camera does have something to do with it. It's an added nuisance. But the fact that you're following that so closely too. I mean, he was within. It looked like, unless he had to zoom in, it looked like he was within 12 feet of them, at least. I mean, he was close. And they finally stopped and said, "Well, do you need help?" And I hate when they say, "Whoa, do I ask for help?" Well, you're following me, so I figured you needed something.
Right.
I mean, isn't that, plausible?
Yeah, and they slowed down a couple times so he could go around.
Yeah, and he wouldn't do it at all. He was there to irritate them. And then he saw one of his comments was, they don't like to be followed. I don't need something. Oh, retaliation.
Yeah.
Some perceived nuisance that the cops, gave him because, he was filming or who knows what he was doing. That's the only video I've seen of that guy, so I haven't seen a whole lot others of his. So I can only go off of what I've seen, and he's a jackass. Completely.
Yeah.
Gary, did you see the video?
Oh yeah, and I saw the palm trees in the background, so I knew it wasn't England.
God.
Shut up, Gary.
That guy's regular. He's a clown. Yeah, I'd never seen anything done by him before either.
So palm trees can't grow in England?
No, it's against the law.
What?
Law of nature.
But there's not enough sun. Probably because there's not enough sun.
It's probably too wet.
Oh, that too, yeah.
No, well, it's just the climate. Yeah, it's just wet, cold, rainy all the time.
Okay, well, damn. Well, shit. Anyway, whatever. I can get shit wrong too.
Right? They all sound the same.
I can't really tell a whole lot of difference.
I'm waiting for Jimmy to pop up and yell at me.
Oh, he will. Come on, tell us how we're wrong. What's up, Living? Come on up, dude. Our wagon, come on up too. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. But anyway, yeah, so that video, man, I was upset. And yeah, sorry guys. So Taco's not going to be able to be doing the Wednesday shows for a little while, unfortunately.
Is he going to be over here at all?
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Okay,
well, you need to give him some shit. You definitely need to give him shit about that after beating him 2 weeks in a row.
I'm thinking it's because he's depressed that he lost 2 weeks in a row, so he's going to take a chance to regroup. I don't know what's going on. What's up, Power Wagon?
Howdy.
How's it going?
So far, so good. How about yourself?
Not so bad. Not so bad. Did you catch the videos yet?
I've seen the very first part. In fact, I was watching it just as you started this stream. So
Well, you could have finished the video.
Well,
Yeah, it takes like 4 whole minutes.
No, it's 9 minutes. So
were we
I'm just
were we
saying it's not very
debating?
long.
Were we
No,
debating where it took place?
Well, no, well, here's the thing. There's no debate. Apparently, I was completely wrong. I said the UK, and apparently it's Australia. Everyone kept pointing out. Well, I saw the palm trees, so I know it was in the UK. And then there were signs, and I'm like, well, shit, I missed all that.
Okay. Yeah, because I did notice that there was a sign that said Australia. So
Yeah, see,
I didn't see it either.
notice that. I looked at it. I was in a rush making that video. I was just like, fuck, I need to do something. So I just saw, oh, look, he's following the cops. This is funny. So I'm like, okay, let's do this one. My fault. I should have really paid more attention. It looks like a beautiful day, Mrs. J.
It's raining here.
So, Power Wagon, are you a veteran?
It is.
Power Wagon, are you a veteran?
no. Sadly, no.
Okay, fair enough. I was gonna invite you to do, because I'm gonna do the whole Veterans React to 1A auditors again, and I'm going to get more people involved in it. But are you down to do like just a normal one, like I did with Taco and Lavender one day?
Absolutely.
Cool. That's some fun too. Then
I haven't been on for like 3 days.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll get Extra Good Citizen on, and we'll do one of his videos.
May said sorry, but palm trees do grow in the UK.
Oh, bam! May just comes through.
Drop the mic.
No, she don't
comes through with
know.
facts.
You got as many palm trees in the UK as you got in
May live there?
May world traveled. May is a world traveler, so I take May's word over Gary's word. Sam Elliott.
I've been to England. I was stationed there for over 3 years.
Oh, well then shit, never mind. Well shit, Gary, you're gonna have to do the 1A auditor thing with me too then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool.
I'll be there, sure.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, on. This is cool. So I already got 2 in the works. That's 2 weeks. Woohoo. Maybe that'll replace Wednesdays until Taco. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do those Wednesdays until Taco. And then we'll move it. Or maybe we'll move or Thursdays, because Thursdays usually was Seinfeld was on Thursday. It was like their best show. We'll do that on Thursdays.
I feel like you haven't been on forever.
I haven't been on. I know. I feel like it too. I was just on Friday.
Yeah, you were just on Friday.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I was up Friday.
Though.
No, I think it was. Yeah, no, I think it was later in the evening, so you weren't there. All right, Richard. We'll see if you're willing to do it as well. That'll be cool. If so, it won't be live, so you don't got to worry about these people in chat who are so mean sometimes. Diver, what's up, my man? How are you today?
Diver. Nope.
You're muted, Diver.
You're muted, Diver. Oh yeah. Well, we're not gonna do Madden.
I'm good. I just wanted to shut down the audio from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do the Mad Libs thing again, Tim. People like that. Right. Richard Norris is in too. Right on. So you guys, Richard, if you could email me, Gary, I will contact you about when we'll do it.
Okay.
And Richard, email me. And Mr. J, I'll email you as well.
I think you should do it like Taco and I and have 2 different branches on.
No, because here's the thing. That would have to be a live, because that would end up being like an hour long.
You'll just have to control them.
Well, no, but it'll be just too interesting, and I wouldn't want. I'd rather get it all live. That way, it could just, we can get it all out, and then I could make little videos of the great moments of the hour-long or 2-hour-long live stream. See, double the pleasure. Yeah.
See,
I got this down. Oh, by the way, I actually did talk to Dejin. Dejin's down to do something like that. What we did, so that's cool.
Awesome.
So hopefully we get. Yeah, and also I'm gonna try and get Chuck in. Jimmy's gonna have to help me with that. We'll I don't know. We'll trick him and say there's free beer or something.
I have his email.
Free toilet beer.
Free toilet beer.
Well, the last time that really long stream we had, he was drinking, but he was like, "Oh, I'm getting beer out of the toilet." What? You keep beer in the toilet?
Right. That's the one where he passed out.
Yes,
Him and Jimmy were trashed.
It was freaking hilarious.
Didn't you even start to take some shots?
Oh yeah, because Jimmy ended up leaving because he decided to leave us to go to a different panel. But he was already sloshed by that time. He said he wasn't, but you could hear him. He was slurring.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's up, Gifted Valley Girl? How are you today? Welcome to the panel. I mean, welcome to the live stream. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, so welcome. Well, he did. He had toilet beer. I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to get that part and release it as a live stream highlight. So, what do you guys like that? You guys like that idea, the live stream highlights? That way,
that's
people
a good idea.
Yeah, people didn't catch it, and the stuff that's really interesting. Like, I still want to do the one where we talk to
warm up first.
Oh, I think you're talking to us. Oh, you changed your name. Oh, it's Billy. Oh, right on. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, cool.
Who changed their name?
I'll go ahead and put the Billy changed it to Gifted Valley Girl. Someone wants to join up here. And so what would you guys like to see more of from the channel? What do you guys like? What do you guys okay, we know you want you. What do you want more of? What do you want less of?
I want me. I want me.
More goats.
More goats.
No,
I don't
just me. No, just me.
Oh, just Mama J.
Mrs. J, we want to know when the penguins are going to show up.
I'm working on it, but it's not cold enough yet out. It's getting there.
What's up, Lemon Kush? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everything going?
How badly did the Pats lose today?
They won.
They won 2017.
Oh, they won?
Yep,
oh,
2017.
Shit. Who were they playing?
Cardinals.
Oh,
Cardinals.
I guess Kyler Murray just couldn't do it, huh? Yeah,
nope,
too bad.
Didn't.
Oh well.
Yeah,
it happened.
He tied it. He came back. The Cardinals were down 17-10. He came back and tied it up 17-17. Then they went for a field goal to win it, and their kicker missed. Got the ball back, got it down to the 30. Nick Folk no! Through. Yep.
That guy's got to be fired.
Yep.
It's time to fire your kicker.
Oh, reminds me of wide right.
I would do that whenever I play. I used to play Madden when I was a kid, and if I would lose a game-winning field goal, I fire him that week and hire a new kicker the next week. That's what I do. Every time, I didn't care. Like, nah, you fucked up. That was it, dude. You don't get another chance. That was your chance. For real. Or what I do also to avoid the because I don't know, because you play better, you make the players play better, right? So what I would do is I would say, okay, well, you want $40 million? Guess what? Trade it. Your backup's gonna get just as good as you. Fuck off. I would draft. I'd fire my quarterback, and then I'd go into the free agency pool and get the best quarterback that I could find. Well, not the best, I should say. The worst quarterback that I could find that could run, because I'd want a rushing quarterback so I could run. So I ended up getting a really fast quarterback that didn't do good and make him an all-star. He'd be a Pro Bowler. It was fun.
It still is fun playing video games.
Huh?
It still is fun playing video games.
Oh, I still do play video games. I'm playing right now. I'm playing. What am I playing? I'm playing WWE, and I'm also playing this game. I don't know if you guys have heard of Magic: The Gathering. I'm playing an online version of it. It's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm fucking
Magic
totally
the
nerdy.
Gathering.
Yeah, it's a trading card game, like strategy. A lot of fun though.
Oh,
That's
I'll have
totally
to check it
nerdy.
out.
It's totally nerding, but I mean, if you want a game that's gonna make you think, it's kind of tough to learn the rules, especially online. But once you get the hang of it, it's easy and it's so much fun.
Let me write this
Are
down.
you
Magic the
3 or
Gathering.
4, Kenny?
Huh?
Are you 3 or 4?
No, see, if a 3 or 4-year-old could play Magic the Gathering, I would bow down to that 3 or 4-year-old.
No, I meant, are you on a PS3 or PS4?
Oh, I use my PC, my laptop. I use my laptop, but I have a PS3.
Oh, Kenny, you
I've
got to
got a
get with the
PS.
times.
I know PS5 got released.
And they're
I'm
all
still on
sold out.
PS3. I know.
I wanted one.
What's going on, Peanut? Welcome back. Yeah, so yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, so if you do, let me know because I could send you a link where it'll help me my game too if you join. So let me know if you're interested in doing it, and I'll do that. So that way we both can get cool stuff.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
As soon as I get a laptop. My laptop's
It's
put to bed, so.
totally free to play, but you can buy stuff to get better. But you don't need to buy anything. You can just straight up play for free.
Sweet.
But it's one of those. It's a freemium game. The freemium.
Telephone.
Yeah, telephone's ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry
somebody
about
gets
that.
that. It might be the phone.
Hello?
Yeah, it's my daughter.
I still do like your one. All right, Eyes On. Have a good one, man.
If that's for me,
Make sure
I'm not here.
you keep your good buddy Silent Boy in check. So yeah. So let's see. Why don't we?
I hate that guy.
Silent Boy. I know, right? He's really annoying. So
the ones that can't articulate and they just talk in circles and they sound so stupid. It's just I don't know. For some reason I've allowed it to get under my skin, like Omaha. It's just you're stupid. Shut up, please.
I thought you were talking about Timmy.
I thought it was Shelly.
Aw, poor Timmy.
No, Shelly. Oh my god.
Yeah, like oh god.
Oh. Some of the stuff.
Why does everyone let her?
Polly was, I mean, dumb is an understatement.
I heard all about it on Paulie's. Quiver was upset that the goat lady didn't have real beef. She just wanted to pile on. And everybody was like, the goat lady is Mrs. Jarhead. He goes, well, that just changes everything. Because he likes Miss J. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know. I saw a part of that. I didn't get it. I personally thought that it was, from what I understood, some joke was made about her mom, and that's what got her upset. I think that maybe it was ill-timed, right around the holidays.
Okay, she couldn't go home because of COVID. So her mom asked her not to come because of COVID.
Well, maybe they're super close and that really upset her.
And Shelly got porn bombed by the latest porn bombing craze, animal porn. And Paulie made a comment that maybe your mom could take some tips from it. And she got all butthurt over that.
Well, okay. But to be fair, we don't really know the relationship between her and mom, how close they are. Maybe there's, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
No, it was bad. It was definitely bad timing.
Yeah. So just one of those things, it's like, Yeah, is what it is. Maybe she did, take it too seriously and all that because Polly jokes like that. So, you know, but I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing, so I can't really comment too much on it. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about it either. So,
No, and a story. Just like I keep most of my comments and Polly's is if you stop talking about them, they will go away.
but that's not
So,
true. They don't go away.
no, but it really pisses him off. I think it's better that you stop talking about them and piss them off than talk about them and piss them off.
What's
I'm
up?
a horrible person. I'm old.
What's up, police? The escalation task force. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Hank. Not bad. Hey, Hank, how are you?
I'm good. How y'all doing today?
Not doing so bad. So, what's everyone up to this fine evening? How's your guys' weekend been?
Been good so far.
Good. I want to show you guys this. This is a Second Amendment audit that I saw. I want to get your guys' opinion on it. I thought this guy, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play it. It's interesting. I'll just put it that way. Now, okay, some of the things he says in the beginning of the video, okay, it might be a little out there, but we'll go ahead and play it anyway. Let's see. If you share audio button. All right, there we go. All right, here we go.
Everybody know what my intentions are as far as my constitutional observance. I'm going on a Second Amendment walk, and as you can see, I have my body camera, I have my primary weapon, I have my secondary weapon, and I have my AR-300 Black pistol. My intent is to simply express my right under the United States Constitution of America.
Okay, here's the thing. Just first impression. Normally, when people go out and they're just carrying their gun, they're not in tactical gear like he's in with the the bulletproof vest and stuff like that. That's going to cause a scene, obviously, right? It's going to get him more than if you were just going out with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, obviously, he's looking to get noticed. This is true, and I have a problem with that. But let's just continue to see.
My Second Amendment right, my First Amendment right. So I'm making this video here as I go on my walk, leaving my house, and I want to talk to people who follow me on Test of Freedom. And my wife feel it is our duty to God and our duty to our country to inform people of their rights because our country is out of control right now. So what I am doing is constitutionally protected right to bear arms. Now, I'm going to walk around my own neighborhood because you must make aware the people who live around you what your intent is. And this is all to get the conversation started. So I am not out to break the law. Matter of fact, I uphold the law. And most of all, I'm adhering to God's law, which governs this great country of ours. And I'm fat and I need to lose some weight. So I'm going on a walk to inform any authorities that will approach me that this is my constitutional right. So I'll be cutting this on and off and making short. There's a
friggin' dog,
in the
you
road right
moron.
here. Somebody's gonna get a flat tire. All right. So I'll be making short videos and I'll put them all together later on. So here's your boy out here doing this thing. And my intent is to be free in the country that I was born free in. Now, you have, let me, I'm fat. This is a lot of stuff I'm carrying, but it's for a purpose. So I'm not trying to alarm anyone.
He's not trying to alarm anybody, but he just said the purpose. So if the purpose isn't to alarm, what is the purpose of carrying all that equipment? It's one thing if you're just going out with one gun. Okay, fine.
Well, he's out educating the public.
Okay, he's out educating the public. Yeah.
Protecting our rights.
Yeah.
Okay, can I say something real
Sure.
quick? Which is the only thing I will say about this. Is just because you have the right doesn't mean you have to do it. It's just stupid. It's just stupid.
Well, here's the thing. I don't have an issue with people going around open carrying a gun or guns or whatever. That's not an issue. It's when they do stuff like this. It has nothing. I could care less if someone goes out with a gun. If you can open carry, have fun, do it all you want. But this is more than that. This is more than exercising your rights. This is shoving your rights to other people.
Just because you have the right to do it
doesn't mean you should.
There's no need to shove your rights in someone else's face or your good fortune. All these cool little toys. What if someone wants an AR and they can't afford an AR? You feel pretty jealous and mad. Then you're gonna feel bad for that, aren't you? No, you probably won't. Really.
Couldn't he just carry a sign and
I
get
just
the message across?
I just have too many fiery hoops to jump through to own any kind of firearm here in New Jersey.
I am trying to bring awareness. As a matter of fact, I need to get some of my Test of Freedom cards. That's what I should have gotten. I didn't get them. Let me call my wife. See if she'll drop some off to me. All right. In a minute, I'll be back at you guys. Hopefully with no complications. But if I do receive any complications, I will try and broadcast it live for my own protection, because my intent is not to break the law in any shape, form, or fashion. But I am going to stand as an American. All right, it's your boy, King Rico. I'm on my little Second Amendment walk around my own neighborhood. A lot of auditors go to different towns, different neighborhoods. It's because it's not enough of us on our job auditing our own inhabitants.
This is just me. Was there a lot of fucking editing in this video? Holy shit, there's a lot.
Yeah, he edited a ton.
A lot of editing.
He's like in the middle of a conversation. It's like, damn, you. I'm guessing he just went to walk. He was just talking. So I'm not going to put that in.
He just gave them at least 3 points.
Yeah.
Areas, so the auditors are going all over the country to prove to people that you have the right to these constitutional liberties. So I'm auditing my own neighborhood. As my wife going by, she look at it, go girl. Well, as you know, in my own neighborhood, as my wife just passed by. So here your boy, Second Amendment carrying. I just wanted to talk to the people about a message I put on Facebook the other day. I didn't understand why me and my wife were getting so deep into the law. The Lord is leading us that way. Now, I've always gave God the glory and tried to do my best to be a representative of the Most High, but I'm human and I'm not going to act like I'm better than what I am. And this just goes to show you, if your boy King Rico can be picked by the Most High to enlighten my brothers and sisters, then you don't have to be a religious fanatic or somebody that's in just a perfect picture of some type of religion.
King Rico.
We all have a duty to the one who gave us life. So it was.
This reminds me of, as I'm watching this, I started thinking of, you ever see those the speeches, or do you know how people make Trump sing a song? Like they made him sing, "Do you want to build a snow?" They just used a bunch of clips and they made him sing. They make people sing a song. Someone just put the clips together and make it sound like he's saying something intelligent. That's what it reminds me of. So, with all the editing, I mean.
Audiologists do it all the time.
Yeah.
Revealed to me that the Lord wanted me to minister for him in this way, because Satan is taking over the world and we don't stand on the Constitution, and we think that America is the only country in the world that has a Constitution. No, there's over 50 countries or more that have a Constitution.
Test of Freedom
derives from the Magna Carta, which is the world Constitution. The human rights and liberties. So we're not the only country, but
The Magna
we're
Carta
one of the
is
only
not.
countries
Oh
that has
my
the right
God.
to bear arms. Our Second Amendment rights haven't been trampled on. So I'm here in a high traffic area. This may be too loud. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the camera off. I'm venturing onto the 41 right here for all of these Calhounians to know where I'm at. Right across over here from, let me turn around. Right across over here, see that? Oh, Midnight Oil, which I got the camera going the wrong way, right? There's a little Midnight Oil right there. So, yeah, it's gonna be kind of loud, but I'm gonna take a few of these videos whenever I have something on my mind on this walk and piece them all together. So that way I can feed you information and show you that not only do I talk the talk, but I also walk the walk. So with our so-called government trying to erode our rights to put their constitution above the American Constitution. See, a lot of people don't understand that the government is a company. The police department is a company. All these subsidiary companies are governed under the government. So the government, not only is it the U.S. corporation, but it has.
Who does that sound like?
Yeah, I know.
Sovereign
Profit.
citizen.
Absolutely.
My
Sovereign
biggest,
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is
Well,
some of the stuff I'm sorry, go ahead, Diver.
he's only touching peripherally on that.
True.
And I hate to say it, but yeah, a lot of local government and whatnot are run just like businesses. They are there to provide services, but being a government entity gives them certain privileges. And unfortunately, there are those within that quote unquote corporation, as he calls it, who do abuse their authority.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, this whole genre that we're
And I see where you're coming from, where he's coming from when they think of it as a business. Because I mean, yeah, it is. They are really run like businesses, but they have the distinction of being a government as opposed to a business. So I get it, but every time I hear U.S. corporation, it's like, oh God, for some reason I just stop giving them any kind of credit whatsoever. But let's try and keep our
Kenny.
wits about
Kenny,
us.
I gotta jump off for a bit. I'll be back.
Okay.
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah.
Before you go on,
mm-hmm.
The Teletubby warrior right here. The biggest fear I have is somebody's going to jump his ass and take his weapons and do something harmful with them. He's not in shape to defend himself.
He's not worried about his surroundings at all either.
But he's King Rico.
Yeah. But
look at him,
this is going to
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Their weapons are going to get taken. Then what happens?
Yeah. Well, remember, if you guys remember back in the day, Minnesota News now has his phone taken. Minnesota Guardian had his phone taken from him while he was being a jackass to some guy. It was pretty funny to see too. But yeah, I agree. Look, he's not paying attention to anything that's going on. He's not, if someone came up to him, he'd be pretty fucked because he's got one hand right now and, he's not going to want to drop a phone. So he can be totally caught unaware and someone could take it and, and then he's fucked because if they do something bad with his gun, the cops are going to come look for him first. And that's going to give him anyway, let's continue up.
Small corporations underneath, and what you may not know is you have been made into a corporation as well. But I'll be making you aware of these facts. Your boy got you. I'm just doing my constitutional walk and trying to get some information out at the same time. So you have been made from birth a corporation that you don't know about. If you look at all the identification that is given to you, as far as your driver's license, it's in all caps. Your whole name is in all caps. Now, in the English language, in all caps name
Pause.
of something represents.
Okay, this friggin' idiot is out there supporting the Constitution and spewing Sovset bullshit, and we're supposed to take
Will
him
does
serious.
it. Why can't he? Will does it. Why can't we? Why can't he?
Oh God, another idiot. Likewise, I mean,
What you gotta understand too is that group of sovereign citizens has murdered police.
Yes, absolutely.
And the interesting part about it is it was a father and son, at least the one incident I'm aware of, that murdered a police officer. But most police officers are already aware of that group, and it has been determined federally that they are terrorists.
Yep.
And the interesting part about it is if he starts with that dialogue with a police officer, yeah, he's going to get taken down.
All right. So, what about this logic? Because you're a corporation, because they put your name in all caps on your driver's license.
Makes no difference.
Exactly. This is so stupid.
Dumbest
That
thing I've
logic.
ever
It's
heard.
bloody easier to read.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right, the rapid edits. I know, right? The rapid. If someone had a seizure problem, they'd have an issue with this dude right here because of all the rapid editing. All right, so let's continue. Maybe Joe will come up.
That it's not alive. It's name of a state, not alive. It's just a depictive name of something. Now, the U.S. government is a corporation, and it can only deal with other corporate entities. That's why the great fraud has occurred. In order to deal with a human being, which all human beings born in America are over.
Okay, wait. I'm noticing with the editing, he's not going anywhere when he's editing. You notice that? Like it'll flash, but then he'll be in the same spot. Like, watch. Go. You see the White House is still there. Watch. It'll still be there every time he edits.
For the
See?
Constitution.
He's not fucking going anywhere. Is he stopping? Maybe his phone's turning off. Maybe that's what it is or something.
Or
of the
maybe
U.S.
out of
government.
breath has.
Maybe what? Maybe what?
I think he's just so far out of shape. He's out of breath and has to.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just walking extremely slow.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Now, the United States Constitution of America is the supreme law of the land. And that is what gives you your protections and liberties. And you are born with this. That makes you a person of the land. That makes you common law, sovereign of the land. Now, the government,
there he goes.
That
since it's
makes
a
you a
corporation,
freaking
it makes up its own
moron.
common.
Go ahead.
He just, freeman of the
Sob
land
shit.
is what they call themselves over in England. And the moment the word sovereign comes out of his mouth, he's not going to do well if he gets accosted.
What's up, Joe? How you doing? So what are you thinking so far, sir? What are you thinking so far? Are you saying
I'm thinking he's convoluting a lot of real shit, First Amendment type shit, Second Amendment type shit, with a bunch of crazy shit, and he's gonna do more harm than good. He even threw religion in there. I'm scared.
Right? I mean,
lost-
when I first saw this, when I first saw this, I'm like, hey, look, cool, another African American author, because there's some out there, but there's not that many, right? I'm like, all right, let's see what this dude does. And I'm walking and I go through it, and when I first look at it, I see this part, I'm like, I just went past. I'm like, I don't care about this part. So I went to but wait till when he deals with the cops, you'll see. At least from I didn't watch the whole thing, but from what I saw,
I'm so scared he's gonna do bad. I am so scared.
I'm not going to give it away.
Wait a minute.
We'll see.
Wait a second. If he declares himself a sovereign citizen, there's a few questions I have. Is the gun registered? Because they don't believe in registering with the
It
government.
could get real bad.
Does
he have a
do his
permit?
cars have license plates, registrations, and whatnot on them? Because that's another thing that those of that philosophy don't believe in. But most importantly, is the gun registered? Then again, whatever state he's in, they may not have to register it. But if it is a semi-automatic, I can almost guarantee it has to be
I
registered.
don't think you should have to register your guns. I think that's bogus as fuck. It defeats the whole purpose of letting a nigga own one. It shouldn't
Yeah.
say letting, nigga. It's in there. It's my right.
That's what I love
Yeah.
about Texas.
I guess so. I should be in Texas, Joe. Them cats a country of their own.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Constitution, but it has to be in line with the United States of America Constitution. And once it's not in line with that Constitution, it is void on its face. That means it is unlawful, not illegal, but unlawful. Those words have different meanings because they're used for different legal purposes. This is part of their language that they call legalese. And by knowing what the meanings to these words are, is what gives you your standing and jurisdiction. I know a lot of this doesn't make sense right now, but as you start to learn your constitutional rights, you'll start running across this information and it'll begin to make sense to you because you have not been educated on what it is to be an American, not an American citizen. Those two things are not synonymous with each other. I know that they make you believe that citizen means all together with everybody else or whatever definition that pops up in your head, but that's not it. A citizen is an employee of the U.S. government. Now, they made
Oh my God. Fucking
an
moron.
employee
Jesus Christ.
when your mother signed your birth certificate. Under fraud,
Hold on.
else
This,
or
this part
whatever
is
definition that pops up in your head, but that's not it. A citizen is an employee of the U.S. government. Now, they made you an employee when your mother signed your birth certificate. Under fraud, that was all fraudulent practice because an infant cannot enter a contract because you don't have the mental capability to understand full disclosure. Oh my goodness.
Here
before we
comes fun.
before we get started with
Look like he
That's
just
kinda-
hot dropped, Joe.
so before we get started with the actual confrontation, I wanted that last part to sink in for a little bit. What he was talking about, the citizen fraudulent because children, well, it's true, kids can't go into contracts themselves. And I guess when you sign up for your Social Security and all that, your parents do it for you because, legally they can. And I think the issue is a lot of their parents should be able to do that for them because it's their choice, right? And there are a lot of parents that actually wait until the child is of age to figure out for themselves and then decide if they want to do it or not. I've known people that do that.
That's dope.
What's your guys' thoughts on all this? Yeah, there's some people that they won't give their kid a Social Security card until they know if they want one or not. I mean, it's a choice. It is a choice, but you can't really function in society too well without that stuff. But you don't have to get it. But it just makes it a lot harder to live. What do you guys think about?
I'm still trying to get over the fact he thinks he knows the Second Amendment, but pretty ignorant that there's a 10th Amendment out there.
That's the one they
Educate me.
like.
I'm blowed as fuck. I might stand a shot if I went so high. What's the 10th Amendment?
He's just another Forrest Gump, as far as I'm concerned. He belongs with Omaha.
Well, that's what I would think.
The 10th Amendment gives the cities and states the right to regulate their own cities and states. Speed limits, traffic laws, that kind of stuff.
All right.
It's what's not covered specifically under the Constitution. It gives the states and
well said.
Right.
Well said.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. So now let's get to his confrontation with the Calhoun police.
Woo!
He was
Okay.
scared to death.
Hey, let me get my body camera going. All right.
This is scary to
And
watch.
He was feeling himself just talking. Also, he looks behind him. Cops there. He's like, "Oh shit!"
how you doing, officer?
Doing good.
Doing the Second Amendment out of here.
All right, sweet.
And who might I have the pleasure of talking with?
I'm Officer Henson.
Officer
He's
Henson, may I shake your
pleasant.
hand?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
All right, Calhoun
And the
Police
officer's
Department. All right.
pleasant.
That's correct.
And your badge number is
49.
49. This is my first little audit.
There you go.
There you go. I messed
There
it
you
all
go.
up. All right, I'm here speaking with Officer Henson of the Calhoun Police Department. And he has stopped to have a consensual conversation, right?
Sure. That's
All
somebody
right.
called.
Oh, he's good, guys.
That's our rifle.
Good. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring attention to our constitutional right to carry.
Absolutely.
And your badge number again, because the camera.
Oh,
Officer
and he
Henson,
drops the
badge
ball.
number 49. All right. What can I do for you, Mr. Henson?
Making sure you're all right.
Yes, sir. I am
Obviously,
very all right.
You're walking on the sidewalk. You're not doing anything illegal. Your Second Amendment right. I don't have a problem with it.
Looking good. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I didn't see that coming.
Now, this is what we need. This is what we need. We need all our law enforcement to recognize and understand that as Americans under the United States of America Constitution, we have our Second Amendment right to carry our weapons.
Not
Now, we
in
have
my
a couple
state.
more officers pulling up here.
Yeah,
I
whenever
get-
they dispatch today,
Uh-oh,
they don't know.
Yeah, I figured that this get up I got on was going to ring a lot of bells.
Yeah.
So, it's good to know that you guys
Look at this cop.
upholding your oath.
So, what do you guys think so far? I mean,
Fuck the auditor. The cop is a god.
he's good. The cop's doing a great job. So is the guy. I mean, come on.
Gee, imagine that. Not all cops are bad.
I need to see shit like this. Thank God I walked in here because I am the most prejudiced against cops nigga you gonna meet today.
Yeah.
You know, I'll
And-
tell you, I've seen other videos in the same genre, other than the sovereign citizen part, where the guy gets a group of cops come on him, and they're all at gunpoint with him.
Yeah, me
Yes,
too. I've
yes,
seen that too.
Spooky, yeah. Solo, yeah,
But
yeah,
say,
some of that.
I know one that I've seen. It was Timothy Harper. Is that his name? Oklahoma. Patty's uncle. There's a video where he's got this. It's a handgun, but it looks like it's a rifle, automatic. It
Yeah,
looks like
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
assault
yeah,
rifle,
yeah.
the way it's built, and he's walking through a park, and they call the cops, and they of course they come out at gunpoint. They're like, what the fuck's going on here? He's like, oh, it's just a handgun. Now, come on, when you go out with a handgun,
Vilified shared that
I did
video.
too, way back.
He just shared one, I think, yesterday.
Yeah,
You know why?
If it's the same guy in a different town.
Yeah, Timothy Harper. Yeah, that guy. He's doing it specifically. He goes out with that gun specifically to get that kind of reaction. And unfortunately, maybe one day it's gonna backfire on him, and something's gonna happen to him because all for YouTube views. That's
I
ridiculous.
see,
you know?
I
And
see
it will be
why
the cops'
he would
fault.
do that though.
Why
If I'm guessing, it's maybe because he felt like I should be able to walk around with a rifle. I could be getting too deep with this. They took it away, so I'm gonna use a loophole to have my rifle. I was assuming he was thinking that way.
Okay,
I could be
I
totally
know,
wrong.
yes, but the same auditor also, when Oklahoma decided to make open carry like was legal in places, he went into a public restaurant with the same gun and he ended up getting arrested for that shit, and he did some
Yeah,
time and
see.
he couldn't and so he's now normally maybe some auditors might do it that way, but not this guy. This guy is just like Patty in the vein of
I hear you. I hear you. I haven't seen him right.
Lemon Kush, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
And Mac Lundy, thank you for subscribing, sir. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the content. All right, so we're gonna continue here. So far, all right, but before Blake,
Both are doing good. What about the guy, right? What about the auditor? What do we think about him?
I thought other than if I would have seen that part and not the soft sit bullshit, I think this guy's pretty good.
Yes, he ain't broke it out. He still might make a wicked turn and talk about, the soft shit. That could still happen.
True. It still could. And if he does that, then, I would suggest just stick to the auditing. Just stick
Right.
to the auditing. Don't worry about the soft sit thing. What does anyone else think? Not all at once now, guys.
I'd love to give my opinion, but I didn't get to see the whole entire.
Gary, what about you?
Well, depending on where you're at, you'd probably get shot some places.
Yes, I couldn't fly here. I could not fly here.
I agree. Lavender, what do you think?
I think he's a waste of space.
But what about his auditing skills strictly on what we've seen so far? I'm totally.
I
thought it
haven't
was
seen
gonna
any
be.
auditing skills at all. I've
Really?
seen
He just on the cop. He was courteous.
okay,
he
I'm
shook
not
the cop's hand. That could
But
be a
this
lot
is-
on the cop, but it looks.
This is also a
great
different
so
type of
far.
audit. This is a Second Amendment audit. They just walk around. They let
I
the cops
understand
go.
what it is, but all he's doing is walking around and spewing soft sit bullshit into a
Yeah, I was
camera.
trying to separate
There's
those.
there's
But-
nobody around him to
Right.
see that he's walking around besides cars passing by, and that's just ignorant.
No, I
Well,
agree.
the-
I don't agree with a lot of Second Amendment audit practices. But as far as when the police approach him, how
From
he
that
did,
moment
how the
forward.
officer did, but not anything before that. We're just strictly talking about this confrontation
Yeah.
that we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, the 2 seconds that he shook his hand and
Yes,
forgot,
yes, that's what we're
forgot
talking about.
his
Yes,
badge
it may
number.
sound ridiculous, but we're into shit like this.
There's the
I
question
wouldn't
I
have
have
shaken
is
his hand. I never shook anybody's hand
Good
because
girl. Good girl.
because it's a way to pull someone in and blow their brains out.
Holy
That's true.
fuck,
That's a
you
good
went
point.
dark.
So
That's a good
no,
point.
that puts the officer at risk.
yeah,
I
the
don't
other
like
side
it
of
when
it.
they do
Yeah, well,
that.
the other side of it is he doesn't have the gun at the ready, and with one hand tied up, shaking his hand. But my question really is, what is the time frame this is in? Is this in 2020 or this is prior to 2020 in the pandemic?
That's
Oh, that's a
interesting, right?
very good question. I have no
Yeah.
idea. It doesn't say.
Or it might
What-
be concurrent with
Let me
the
see.
some of the riots or something that's
what
going
state
on.
is
You know,
this
Doesn't change my opinion at all.
Georgia.
it would
Yeah,
make
well,
me give me more info to add into the puzzle that I'm trying to figure out.
what's the date?
I'm looking. It was posted on the 21st, but that doesn't mean that's when it was done.
Yeah, exactly. We have no idea when this was done. We just have, the posting date, which this thing could be years old.
Yeah, I really like this dude. Look, he's got the little #1 trending on YouTube as a freaking as a keyword. That's awesome. Good for him. That's kind of fun. I mean, that's kind of funny.
Now he's got over 1,000 comments.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
It's only got
Somebody
1,000
seen this
views.
shit?
It's only got
It
1,000
must.
views.
Oh, I'm sorry, the views.
Oh, okay.
16 comments.
There's the comments. Only
All right, I was
16.
to say, my
It's
God, he
really,
must have a lot
he's
of
a
views.
he's a new auditor. It looks like.
Well, I've seen
All
quite a
right.
few Second Amendment audits, and depending on the state that you're in, of course, it has to be legal under state law. I've seen everything from this type of situation to get on the ground, 4 or 5 cops with their guns pulled, and
Mhm.
having them totally disassemble the rifle.
Yes, because it's not
Yeah.
normal behavior. Just
Oh,
because you
that's not a good
can
reason.
doesn't just because you can, Joe, doesn't mean you should.
However, if cops
Right.
respond like that,
I live in the deep south. You don't see idiots running around because they can here with an AR. In fact, I have never seen it happen here.
Well, is Georgia part of the Deep South?
It is.
I don't know what part of Georgia he lives in,
Calhoun.
but you go no shit. Is that north,
Said-
west,
I don't
east?
know. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Goddamn, why are you getting mad at me?
If I go
knocked at
any
Calhoun.
further, if I go 20 miles to the south, I fall into the Gulf of Mexico.
It's northern Georgia.
Okay, so no, that's not the Deep South. You
That
can't get any
reaction,
deeper than here.
that reaction that the police put you on the ground at gunpoint, take your shit and all, disassemble it, all of that, that would make me and lead me to
That's called
believe that.
safety.
And wait, don't interrupt me, please.
Oh no,
That
you
and
interrupt me.
I didn't. Okay, I haven't done it today. Stop! I'm gonna lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, that right there. What you said is true. Just because you have a right doesn't mean that you should have to flex it. However, if this is the reaction police give, that would be to me an indicator that this is a right that needed flexing a while back. It's gone too far now.
Okay. Yes, police, source and watchers. What do you think so far?
I think this cop has dealt with auditors in the past, and he knows how to handle the cops.
Yes, that's
He knows how
why.
to handle the auditors.
That's
What
why.
do you what do you think of the auditor himself?
He's not doing anything like aggressive or anything, but I mean, from what I've seen.
No. So far, nothing. So far, the only thing I have against him is the stupid fucking shit he said before he walked up to the
So
cop.
beforehand, right? It's so difficult for everybody to separate that if you're paying
It is.
attention.
It
You
is.
know, if we started the tape from right there, they would be like, yes, he's doing well. It is so hard to separate that crazy shit he said when he was walking up to what you're seeing now.
It really is. It's hard
Yeah.
to, but there definitely is a huge difference. He
A
seems
huge
to, at
bias
least
in
so
us
far,
now.
at least so far, unlike other, if he is a sovereign citizen, I don't know. If he is, unlike other sovereign citizens, he has, at least it seems so far, somewhat respect for law enforcement.
Yes, I think we would agree. Yes, right.
Or-
I think that was a
or-
sincere handshake.
Or maybe he's doing all that because he doesn't want to get shot. It could be
Yes,
one or
because
the
he was
other.
scared to death too. That's a
It
good
could
point.
be
He was
one or the
his
other.
heart dropped when he saw that cop behind
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, so let's continue this. See how.
Your
Let's see. What do you guys
observation,
think?
Skinny.
Do you think he's going to continue on the good path, or do you think he'll turn
Oh,
soft,
it scares
hard right on
me.
soft
I
fit?
feel like
Turn.
there's no way I got away with it this far. No way. Something bad's gonna happen.
There's still 10 minutes
He'll-
left, so
he'll start
it's 10
to-
minutes for him to
That's
do hard right. Let's see.
You know,
I support the Second Amendment.
Yes,
I
sir.
carry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think everybody should. All right. As long as it's legal and
Yes,
able to
sir.
carry a firearm,
Yes, sir. Now you hear that?
go with it.
Now this is what we need in America. We need officers that will uphold their constitutional right
Insert foot in mouth in
and your
3,
constitutional right. They know that their oath is supreme to their job. So good honoring your oath, sir. Good honoring your oath. And who I have the pleasure of speaking to, Mr. Silvers. How you doing, Sergeant Silvers?
He killing.
Calhoun Police Department. Wilkerson. Nice to meet you guys. And I understand, you guys got a call for service. So you're here to check my faculties, make sure I'm not a nut job or something, and I'm out to do a terrorist attack or something like that.
He's good.
What I'm doing
Fuck
is
that.
I'm tired of what's going on in America today,
Uh-oh.
and how we have good cops and they're ignoring the deeds of the bad cops, and they're not upholding their oath. We have what we call oath breakers. They're cops that want to inform the public that they're their servants and not their tyrants.
Okay, see,
scary.
Here's the thing. Like, I thought he was doing good, but here's the problem with a lot of auditors have. They start to get on their soapbox. They start
immediately, right? Save that shit for the third encounter with this nigga. You immediately going into that?
They start preaching, and then what happens, I've noticed a lot, they start feeling themselves and they start saying shit they probably shouldn't be saying.
I think
which
that's
I'm
what's
assuming
going to
is
happen
gonna
right
happen.
now.
You're
He's
wrong.
going off the
You're wrong.
rails right now. We're watching it.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like to me.
Yeah,
and it's happening all over the country. And right now we have so many public officials that's not honoring their oath, and they're engaging in illegal activity, which is making the citizenry upset. And I am an American citizen. Let me correct that. I am an American. I am not a U.S. citizen.
There we
And I'm
go.
trying to let people know the difference between that.
We saw
I have
that
not
coming.
relinquished my constitutional rights under the United States of America Constitution. I don't consent to any violations of my constitutional rights afforded to me.
Okay, so here, well, what's the point of telling the cop all this? Did the cops do anything to violate anything this fucker did? Seriously, what's the point of all this? What's the point of all this? This is just for
I
him
don't
and his
know.
audience to make it seem like he's doing something to the cops. Joe, seriously, what's the point of this?
I think that would be it, right? The only thing that I could come up with, it is entertaining as fuck. That was the only thing I could come up with.
Right, Lavender,
If
that's
he's
a police
if
officer.
he's declaring
What was this guy
himself not a
thinking? Right now?
U.S. citizen, then what gives him any rights under the Constitution?
Say again?
If he's declaring himself as not being a U.S. citizen,
Yeah.
what rights under the
But
Constitution
you're
is
still hanging on
he
to the
protected?
Constitution. Very good. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Oh, that's what a lot of them do. Now, Lavender, what is, if as a former police officer, what are the thoughts racing through this officer's head right now? You can tell he's just like, I
Yes.
want to go home. I want a cheeseburger.
Yeah, he's like, why did I stop? He said he was leaving. We should have just kept driving because this is idiot so and so from down the street spewing his nonsense again.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, I kind of
That's
wonder
exactly
how
what he's
many.
thinking.
I wonder how many encounters that individual has had with those officers and their peers. And that when you do have an interesting case like that, it gets posted on the bulletin board at the very least. And if they do have some sort of roll call when a shift change, yeah, everybody gets informed.
I hear they talk about me incessantly at roll call.
Extortion watchers, what do you think? What as an auditor, do you condone what he's doing right now, or you think he should have just fucking left it at what it is?
No, I don't
Or
think you should have posted this video.
You don't?
No, I mean it's just ridiculous. Like what?
Okay.
I mean this cop is doing nothing wrong. I mean he's really doing nothing wrong. I mean I don't
That's an
understand why he's
understatement.
annoying him right there. You know, just going on this rant that is, I mean, it's pointless. There's nothing that's going to be accomplished here.
No, absolutely, none at
And
all.
if
I
he
agree
was
with
sincerely trying to communicate, you wouldn't dive into that bullshit, in my opinion. If you'd speak a language that both of y'all speak, this is your first encounter, I'm assuming.
you. Lemon Kush, what do you think, sir?
Like Lavender said, yes, it's a Second Amendment right, okay? But really, do you have to walk around with your AR-15, with your Glock, and then have a secondary, a third weapon
He
on
had
you?
like 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, he was dressed in a tactical vest on. I mean, Georgia's an open carry state, but this is a little too much, And then he was looking for somebody to call the cops. That's that's why he went out there. He was looking for clicks and views, and guess what? He got it. He got what he wanted.
Well, see, here's
Well,
the
I hope
thing.
not.
I don't. I'm not sure this is really good because you can see he's only got 1,000 views on a video because the cops are doing their job. They're doing the right
Exactly.
thing. They're acting right. He's trying to get a better reaction by preaching to them because
I would
apparently
think
that's what he
that.
wants
Yes,
to do.
I would think along those lines. Yeah.
He's trying to get them to, at least that's how I see things. And because I mean, other than that, I don't really see another reason why he would be on his soapbox preaching to these officers right now. There's nothing done wrong.
Because he's stupid?
Or
that could be the
clicks and
fashion.
views.
Yeah, stupid or clicks and views, something like that, right, Mrs. J?
Yeah,
Hey, what about you,
he's
sir?
looking for the confrontation to start, is what he's wanting. He's wanting the confrontation to start.
Yeah.
Just like First Amendment auditors do. Very same thing.
Guy a little bit too much credit. Maybe we're giving this guy a little bit too much credit because this is his first audit.
Well, think about it.
He is more intent on getting his point across than he is the clicks and views. I honestly feel that he's more intent on getting his point across, and the clicks and views would be, a bonus.
I would agree. I didn't know if it was his
No,
first
you're right.
audit. I
You're
would
right.
agree with that. Just because
You're
it's his
right.
first audit, you're right. If
Absolutely.
clicks and views would be small if in his head. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
That's
it
a
was
good
his
point.
first audit. I didn't
That's
realize
true.
it was
That's
his
a good
first
point.
audit.
That's a
But
very
that,
good point.
yeah, I didn't, Joe. I didn't know that was his first audit. So
Yeah,
my bad.
Kenny, excuse me, Kenny, have you been to his channel?
I haven't. I've only seen this video. We'll visit his channel after we finish the video for sure.
Yeah, that'll determine how experienced he is.
Yeah, so
This
we'll
was a
take a look
good
at that.
choice too,
But
Kenny. This was a really
yeah,
good choice.
I saw this and I was gonna do a video on. I'm like, I think this will be a much better live discussion as opposed to just me doing it. And because honestly, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have got a lot of views because it's a cop doing the right thing, and nobody wants to see the cops. No one wants to see auditors not get tased or whatever. They don't want to see this type of shit. So I figured this would be better as a live stream. Let's hold on. Hank, before we get started again, I want to get your opinion now.
Well, he showed his severe lack of education on the subject once again when he declared himself not a U.S. citizen, an American. Declaring yourself an American means that you're from one of two continents. I mean, Canada is Americans.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
From Brazil, you're an American.
Mexico, you're an American.
Yep. So, and they're not covered under the U.S. Constitution one bit.
This is true. That's a very
what
very
distinction
good point.
was he trying to make? Because I haven't never delved into the soft sit thing, but I'm sure in his head he was trying to make a distinction when he said an American citizen, and he said, well, let me rephrase that, an American. He dropped citizen for a reason. He doesn't think he's a citizen. He thinks that word alone carries negative connotations, apparently.
Well, he thinks that you're because the thing is, when you're born in the U.S., you're considered a United States citizen. He says that that's wrong because when you're born as a baby, you're not allowed to enter into a contract with the United States via your ID, via your social security card, blah, blah, blah. So it's fraudulent that your parents signed these contracts for you, even though under U.S. law, parents are allowed to do that for their child.
So he's saying I'm not a citizen because I never engaged in that contract with you guys.
Because
That
it
would
was
qualify
fraudulent,
me
yeah.
as a citizen.
Yeah.
All right. Again, whoever said that about the Constitution, though, don't if you're touting the Constitution, that kind of means that you're part of that guy, those people.
Yeah. All right. So let's continue here. See if the cop, gets tired of his shit. I don't know. We'll see. By the Bill of Rights in the U.S. Constitution.
Oh God.
So, and I'm letting my public know where I stand in public. So I appreciate you guys coming to check and doing your job. Is there anything I can do for you guys?
Really? He's killing.
Really?
I'm just curious. I know
This right here.
it's an AR pistol.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If it's all right if I grab and touch you, you're not under any threat. I am not out to break the law, uphold the law. But this right
Wait, what
here
the
is a
cop asked
pistol.
him?
300 black. He asked him what kind of AR it was.
Oh, dope! These guys is dope.
Mm-hmm. And my sidearm is a SIG P365.
Yep.
And my primary weapon is a Smith & Wesson SD9.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, and I am legal to carry. So, but I do not consent because I am making a point that as Americans, we don't have to ID unlawfully. We don't have to, be harassed or anything like that. So I am going to. Just now, he's going through the auditor vocabulary. Did the cop say, "Can we see your ID"? Did the cop say?
No, but they should have.
Can we
He's
see your papers?
carrying 3 weapons
He's carrying 3 weapons, so he should ID himself, I believe.
with a state ID.
Yeah, with a
Why
state
you
ID.
say that? Is that a law or something?
He's carrying.
Yes.
He's carrying 3 guns.
Yeah, a lot of states have that.
Yeah, you have
I've
to.
never heard of
ID
it.
on demand.
Well, you have to have an ID to buy the damn gun.
You have to
Well, I
show your
agree with all of
CCW.
those things.
You have to show your CCW to the police.
Now
You have to
that
show
I
your ID.
understand as well. I understand. Yes, he said if that law state has the CCW, then he has to show that or whatever permit is required by law. I thought there was a 3-gun law that you guys were saying.
No.
If you carry X amount of guns, you must ID. Or maybe you saying, nigga, if you got 3, you should be IDing. Maybe y'all saying that.
Well, in the state of Texas, any carrying any weapon, they have the right to ID you, 1, and 2, you must surrender your weapon to a law enforcement officer for inspection upon request if you're carrying.
See, I've never made myself abreast of these laws. I'm in Chicago. You get shot for having a gun in Chicago.
Well, that AR that he's carrying could very easily be a full auto weapon without an inspection. You can't
I
tell.
wish it was. That's what he should have the right to fucking have that and all of that. And he should have it at home. He shouldn't be on the fucking streets. But I understand what would make a man go on there when people start taking away what's obviously your right. You act weird and you do dumb shit. I feel like I do dumb shit every day, sitting here listening to the scanner. This is the dumbest shit in the world. But yeah, I don't know. This is what being a fucking putting your duty in a fucking I don't know, the battle. What do you think is bad type shit? Maybe I do it clumsily, but this is me trying to work to make my shit better. This is me putting my shit in.
Are you monetized?
He hasn't.
I try, but I curse in every fucking thing. They won't monetize anything over 10,000 views, which is most of my shit. They won't monetize. If it's some you're from a protest or something with 6,000 views, yeah, I get it.
So do you have like, because some of my videos sometimes they'll come in, I'll upload them, and then they'll put that little gold little dollar sign or whatever, and you have to request a fucking review. So do you request
yes.
do you request reviews or no?
I just started requesting, and I just found Sancho helped me find the request review shit. But I could only request.
It's after 1,000 views.
I could only request very select vids. I curse and everything.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that. If my selection was very fucking low that I could choose select views, but 2 came back. I was telling Sancho I could never find them. He was like, nigga, you could type a word review in. We just did this today or yesterday.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go to your video, and then there would be the monetization. You click it, and it'll ask you right next to it. It'll say, "Do you want this video reviewed?" A lot of times, it really affects me because if it comes in gold, like most of my videos, I get most of the clicks on the first or 2 days. So once it's at 1,000 vids, I might as well not even ask for the review because it won't make a difference. They fucked it up for me. Even though I win damn near every single one, I win almost every single requested review I get.
Wow, they take your bread.
Yeah, that's the thing. They take the money. So if they fuck me, like the day before video, they freaking said, "Oh no, this isn't suitable for avocados." I'm like, what? I'm like, this fucker had like 2,000 views and one day. I'm like, you motherfuckers just fucked me. Thank you very much.
Hey, if I might draw your attention to what Taco put down here.
Yeah, but I was going to say that he hasn't revoked or denied his citizenship. He's just talking about he's preaching all the shit, but he doesn't practice what he preaches. If that makes sense,
he hasn't thought it out well.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
yeah, but Taco's absolutely right.
That's announcing his U.S. citizenship.
Yeah. All right. So let us continue here. Almost over and done with. And I'm sure this cop is waiting for it to be over with too. It's almost like the cop's waiting for us to finish talking. Like, fuck, I gotta wait for you to talk and this guy to talk. Fuck my life.
I know.
Stand on my right, but for your confidence, I am letting you know I am legal.
Like I said, you're on the sidewalk. You're not doing anything wrong. Okay, we got to call for service.
Yes, sir.
I have to come check you out.
Yes, sir.
Make sure, like you said, no nut jobs gonna come around.
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Making sure you're not gonna come in
Yes,
there
sir.
and shoot up the schools or do anything
Yes, sir.
crazy.
Yes, sir.
Other than that,
yes, sir.
You're free to go.
And it's good to know that you guys are honoring your oath.
So we
because I don't know what direction this country is going in as far as all this lockdown stuff that is unlawful under a so-called pandemic that the CDC itself said is 99.75% survivable, but you have more deaths occurring from the flu than you ever had from this, and it's just a constitutional takeover. The United States government constitution has
Fucking
no
idiot.
standing without being given its standing by the United States of America's constitution. And what they're trying to do is
You can
erode
stop
our rights
talking now,
by
stupid.
presumption of consent. And if you don't stand on your rights, you don't have any. Well, I'm going to finish my walk. It was a pleasure talking with you. You guys have a blessed day. Stay safe out there.
You too.
All right. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Now look at that interaction. That was wonderful. So in my town, we have oath keepers, not oath breakers. I haven't ran into any oath breakers yet. And that was the Calhoun Police Department. And I've just got, about 1.5 miles from my house. And someone has called and said, hey, this guy's walking down the street with all these firearms on. You know, we need to be concerned with him and see if he's upholding the law, abiding by the law, rather. And that was surprising. I'm not going to lie.
All right, so essentially what I'm hearing him say here is he's surprised, and this is his neighborhood. He keeps talking about how this is his neighborhood. So he would rather, if the cops see somebody dressed the way he's dressed with all these weapons, he would rather, if the cops got a call that said, if he called the cops and said, hey, there's some guy walking around my neighborhood, he's got 3 fucking guns. Oh, that's okay. It's perfectly okay for him to do that. He wouldn't be a little upset if the cops didn't at least go out and check it out. Come on now. Seriously? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Stupid shit. Just, oh my God. Just.
You knew somebody was going to call. I mean, he knew.
Oh, he knew it. There's
Yeah.
no way. As soon as he walked out the door, he looked in the mirror and said, I look fucking ridiculous. Someone's calling the cops.
That's why you put on extra guns. I think we can assume that he knew that, and he was looking for a call. And if he said something else, he's probably lying to himself.
Oh, absolutely. Now here's the thing. But to be honest, I mean, just think about it. If he did just go out with just one gun, more than likely, no one's gonna, in Oklahoma, open carry, no one's gonna call the cops on him. If he just went out with, it'd be a normal thing. No, this is abnormal, which is why the cops got called. Which is why
they should have got called, right? I agree.
Exactly. That's why he shot this video. If the cops wouldn't have got called, that would have surprised the shit out of me.
I see where you go with that shit, right?
I would be like, okay, I'd have called the cop. I would have called the police department and said, oh, I'm sorry. There's some guy walking around with 3 fucking guns, tactical gear, and y'all didn't go out and check something out.
Y'all don't even
Make
ride
sure he's
past.
okay. Right?
Y'all don't even ride and go take a look.
Right?
These
Just
cops
roll
are
down,
the stars
down
of
your
this,
window, roll down your
video.
window and be like, what you doing there, guy? You know, come on. Yeah, I agree. The cops did absolutely well in this video. Let's see what else he says. I was funny. He's going to sit on a soapbox.
Yeah,
a little
real
bit longer.
quick. 200 years ago, and even sooner, that was normal. Everybody carried guns.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't like them taking away people's gun rights. I don't like them saying you must register, you must have a permit. I don't like that.
Yeah, well, some people have allowed that to be done in quite a few states, unfortunately, and mine's one of the
Mine is one
strictest.
of them. Mine is one.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what else he has to say. Let's see if he goes back.
Chicago, you're not allowed to have a handgun, are you?
No. Well, permit through certain permits and shit, yeah, but you know, you can't just have one. You got to get off. I think is it a 4-year? I forget what it's called on Hyatt. Some shit where you go through. You even got to write down psychological shit before they give you your card.
Jeez. All right.
What
I
a
was
shocker.
hunting for tyrants. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hunting for tyrants.
Oh, there it is, right there. He was looking for it, so he knew exactly what he was doing. Self-admitted.
So maybe somebody
He's
caught
wanting
on
the
my live
compensation.
stream that I was going to go on my walk, and they said, "Hey, this guy is out here looking for tyrants, but I need these people to know who I am in my own town."
He's got 1,000 views on this video. He really thinks that he's so important that someone called the police department and told them, "This guy's looking for tyrants. Don't give him the coverage. I make millions."
Fuck out of here. I don't need to be safe in somebody else's town. I need to be safe in my own town. I need my law enforcement to know that we have a Second Amendment right not to violate my rights by asking me for an ID. And I don't know if you caught that when I told them that I do not consent to any violations of my constitutional rights afforded to me by the Bill of Rights and the U.S. Constitution. That stops any unlawful harassment because I've already stated that I do not consent. And to violate my Fourth Amendment right, to violate any of my rights, will leave them legally liable for a lawsuit. And I'm pretty sure they understood that.
I think
So-
he's in for a rude awakening.
That was my encounter thus far with the Calhoun Police Department of Georgia. So
He feel like he checked them. He
so
kicked
far, so
ass.
good.
No, those cops were
So,
exceptional.
I
Maybe all
have
the
a
cops.
long way to home. I got probably about 3 more miles.
Yeah, he's talking like he's a lesson, like he was a big winner in this one. But no, the stars were the cops. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. He spouted a lot of stupid shit and got surprised when the cops showed up and spouted shit that he really didn't need to spout because the cops were doing nothing wrong. So yeah,
And what happens? He acts like he did something great when these cops were so freaking incredible. What happened when you run up on assholes who, when you tell them about I have a Second Amendment right and my Fourth Amendment don't touch me, get your ass against the wall, get down. You know what? When you run up and then you talk to me like, yeah, I kicked ass. But when you ran up on the greatest niggas in the world, my whole spiel on the way, did you see them? They're gods.
yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at. He's got 136 subscribers, so he's really fairly new. Can you guys still see it? Yeah, you can. Okay, good. So here we go. Let's get in here.
Hi, everybody.
Test of Freedom is his name. Test of
Yeah.
Freedom.
So it looks like he's got. No, that wasn't his first video. He's been going off. For looks like
None of them don't look like cop watches though.
No, I
or
think he's
whatever
just
you-
cop watching.
Yeah.
Oh, he is a soapbox guy. Check it out. In his car, Wake Up America, family. We do have a job to do. Yeah. Oops.
Political
I
shit.
don't want to watch another one. Don't want to watch another one.
I don't think you got another one that you'd be interested in. The rest of them seem to be something totally different.
Maybe
genre.
probably something I make fun of.
Based
Based off of what he said. Yeah, I
He
think
said,
that
I'm an artist. If I can snatch something from anywhere.
So yeah, that was actually his very first Second Amendment audit. And you know, if he continues to do it and he continues in that vein, I won't have issues. He just needs to get the fuck off a soapbox. In my opinion.
No, I would agree. I don't see it going that well. Certainly not the norm what I run into. So I don't know if he can even continue in that vein. I don't know if that vein is successful. He ain't did nothing yet. He ain't did. He didn't do shit because of fucking cops. I saw nothing. I can't even judge his ass. Ain't no way you can keep it nice in real life. When he run up on that cop, then I'll know if his vein works, which seems no fucking way. No cop listens to you talk all that shit about your amendments, and nobody wants to hear that shit in real life. That never happens. That let you walk around with 4 guns, be like, hey, what kind of gun is that? That never happens. I think real life is gonna kick him, and I was looking forward to seeing him take his bumps and screws and scratches, but I don't think I'm even gonna sub him now because I don't think he can make that shit happen.
Well, here's the thing. I think I kind of agree with you on the subject that, an auditor really gets tested when they run into the cop that is violating their rights. That's when you see what the auditor is made of. You don't really see what the auditor is made of when the cops are doing their job. When
even rude builds character. I'm sorry, Kenny, but even if the cop's rude, he ain't got to be violating the. Even if he rude, let me see how you deal with that shit. You had the perfect, blissful fucking cop. That I learned. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go around the corner. Lavender, what do you think of that whole audit? And do you think he has promise the way he dealt with the cops, or do you think that, or what do you think?
No, I think he lives in a tiny town, population of almost 16,000 because I looked it up.
That's more like
There are 49 employees of the department, which is administrative, rank, everything. So he lives in a
It's
tiny
small.
town. They know this dude. Obviously, he does stupid shit on a soapbox all over town. May not be with a gun, but he knows he's thrown
Right.
off. So it's like no fun messing with the special needs kid in town. We all know him. We know he's special needs, and that's not nice. So
Okay.
I don't think this was any type of audit. I think he was bored at home, maybe arguing with the wife, and decided,
Perhaps.
oh, let me dress up in stupid attire and go out in town and attempt to stir shit with the locals.
And what about the
hats off
cops?
to those
Exactly
fucking
right.
police.
And what is
Again,
your opinion about the cops of that town? Well, from what you've seen of the 3 that showed up.
I think they're country cops. I mean, they got a call. They all got excited at the office and was like, let's go check out Johnny. He's being a dumbass again.
Nice. I love that.
I think that's what happened.
All right. All right, Gary, sir, what about you?
Okay, his real true intention was to try to get some kind of confrontation, and I only say that because of the way he was all armed up and everything. Because if you stop and think about it, he could have accomplished his same philosophy with a sign. He didn't need the guns and shit, but he knew that that would cause a confrontation of some sort, and he was hoping for it.
Well, what kind of sign, right? In order to make that a true equivalent, the sign would have to have profanity on or a picture of a cock or something, and to make those equivalent. He can't have a docile sign, and he doesn't get the same.
He could have he could have simply a sign. Excuse me a second. He could have simply had a sign to say, "I'm in support of the Second Amendment."
Oh hell no, that's not it. No, fuck no. He stays
That's
at
right.
home.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. But he was hoping
looking
for
for the
the
reaction, yeah.
confrontation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he'd be getting
I
the
think
same.
he admitted it. I
He'd be
think he
getting
admitted
his
it.
same. Excuse me a second. He
I'm
would be expressing the same message if he did just carry a sign.
No, I agree. If he wanted to talk about his Second Amendment rights, now to get the reaction he wanted, to Joe Cool's point, he would have to have some profanity on it. But in order just to express that he has Second Amendment rights and he wants to uphold them, he could have went out with, let's say, 1 gun, 2
Could have
guns,
went out with 1 gun, yeah.
best,
No,
or
he
he just have
packed
a sign.
himself
But that's
up.
not what he wanted. Yeah, it's not what he wanted. That wasn't his game plan. And yeah, so we all know what his game plan was, and he succeeded, and he failed because the cops prevailed.
Yep.
All right.
They should always prevail.
They should. Absolutely. It should always come down to like that.
There wouldn't be no such thing as a cop watch. If they all were like that, I got to stay my ass at home.
True, but think about this. What about all the cop watchers that you've done where the cops have done good? How many videos have
That
you
is
shot
the
that you haven't?
vast majority, vast. Night after night, they are incredible. And as soon as I post my next video, you'll see in there, I'm telling them at least twice in there on 2 different nights downtown that, you guys have been doing fabulous, bro. I'm even telling them that shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, Gary?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Hank.
Yeah.
Yours, what do you think?
I really don't like the Second Amendment auditors that go out carrying. There's so much better ways to inform the public and have a firearm safety class at your local VFW or civic center. Have help sponsor with open range days out at your ranges.
I don't know what that is, and it sounds good.
Yeah, open range days is when you let the general public come out to your ranges and they get to be around. They get to be around the weapons. They can shoot some of them. They can see what they're about. Sign up
That
for
is dope.
classes. That works so much better than being an idiot going into a space with trying to look like Rambo. He was a cross between a Teletubby and a Rambo there.
Everyone calls him a Teletubby. That's so mean.
Well, I'm sorry.
Teletubby Rambo.
It is what it is. It's cool, whatever.
Did he accomplish anything? He obviously went out there to get a reaction. He didn't get it. But did he flex his rights or whatever? Did he accomplish anything?
No. Because what I saw nothing besides took resources away from the police department that could have been on better things.
Look like he got to take his act on the road or something.
Yeah, because if he continues to do this, and here's the thing, I don't think he will take it on the road because he just said he's talking about how I don't need to go out of town because I need the cops to act right where I'm at.
You are sharp. You're right.
So he's not going to do that, and eventually the cops are going to get cops in his hometown are going to get tired of his act, and he's never going to get any good content because they know what he's fucking trying to do.
What are you gonna do? Wear more guns, right? You already got 3 or 4.
He's already got a losing strategy, unless he goes out on the road. But I don't know. He's family man, so he might not be able to do that, or who knows? I don't know his situation.
My neighborhood needs it first. That means I'm here for the next 6 months solid. He ain't going nowhere.
Also, here's the thing, but it's easy for them to find out who he is, where he lives, get all the information on him, and it's just, I don't know. The thing is, if he continues on the vein he is right now and continues to do it in his hometown, I think that it's just gonna make him
doing like he's just being a dick now.
Yeah, and also he's just going to it's gonna, because the cops are gonna treat him good, and of course they're gonna treat him bad. It's like, dude, what are you still out here doing this for? They're gonna get impatient with him too.
At some point they make it impatient, yeah.
Yeah, and this point he's gonna start getting mouthy with them, and he's gonna have a bad opinion of all cops because all he knows are the cops are gonna pissed off at him. Then when he goes to a different town, he's gonna take that same stupid ass attitude and get himself in some shit.
Totally possible, totally likely, and it probably happened to half of us right there.
But honestly, I think that's what happened in Omaha. I think he's first started around Omaha did it, and I think that's what happened to him. I could be wrong, but that's my personal opinion on that.
I gotta tell you now.
Hey, can I ask one question to Lavender on this?
Go ahead.
Hey, since he's wanting to declare himself on the video as a sovereign citizen, and a sovereign citizen is a federally recognized domestic terrorist organization.
That's true.
Isn't that opening him up to being arrested for being out in public with his weapons and having them confiscated during the time of an investigation?
Yes.
Yes,
is that true?
Yes, sovereign citizens have been declared a terrorist group.
Holy fuck!
We had 2 of our officers shot here.
Obama was a sovereign citizen.
Was.
Yeah, they can investigate him harder if they wanted to. They may not know he's spewing the Sob-Sit narrative yet.
Yeah. That's a very key word.
He seems to keep that in private.
It's like he's just learning, really. He's still building up, and he's all behind it 100%. But he doesn't have it fine-tuned. If there is such a thing.
Weak-minded.
But the minute he starts practicing Anselmo's and say, hey, cops, check out my channel, they're going to know. And then they'll investigate him, and yeah.
Yes. They're probably doing that now. They're so smart nowadays. I don't even park away from the police. I park at the front of the police station door when I go, because they're going to find out everything they fucking want to know anyway.
Yeah. Police de-escalation task force. What do you think, sir? Are you there? Social watchers, you there? Okay. I guess he's injured.
Well, I can sum it up with one word: lucky.
Lucky, right? He got the fucking red unicorn.
And
Yeah,
he
because
not run.
they could have came in and they could have drove down on him.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, his mannerism in not holding on to I couldn't see from the camera view whether what kind of carrying he was doing. I'm assuming he had holsters on both sides.
Yeah.
As long as his hands aren't on the weapons, as long as he's not really doing anything, just walking down the street, really in that state or any other state that has open carry, with the amount of people that are actually doing this and the fact that it's out there being published on news and whatnot, it's becoming more common.
I didn't think of that, NJ.
Good point.
But he is still lucky he didn't run into an good old boy officer who doesn't believe people should have guns.
I know, right?
Yeah,
and
true.
I would fear for him. He was so afraid when those cops put up on him.
Yeah, he was. He was like, "Oh shit!" But to be fair, he recovered pretty well. He did recover.
Yeah, and the interesting part is that cop was tailing him for a little bit, and he didn't even notice.
He was not situationally aware, and when he got spooked like that, when he turned around to see the cop, and while he was spooked, if his hand would have gone towards one of his weapons, that also.
Oh yeah.
That expression on his face and all of that shit.
Yeah, well, the police officer wouldn't have been in a position to draw on him, so he'd have caught a fender or a bumper.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you take a chance though, right? Just going out there, he takes those chances. Things went smooth. I hope he doesn't think it's gonna go like that, because there are so many variables as we're discussing right now. So we could have this conversation endlessly. You don't know what type of cop you got that day. Every time it's just a chance as fuck. And 3 guns make it more risky.
Absolutely. Mrs. J, what did you think? Mrs. J?
I agree with what Lavender said. And like I said, another Forrest Gump for you.
All right. Lemon Kush.
I agree with what Lavender said. I mean, but.
Well, fuck, I'm high. Remind me, damn it.
Yeah, I'm high too, Joe. So.
What did Lavender say? I'm high as fuck.
I'm putting bits and pieces here together. But he's going to be, if he's not known in his town already, he's going to be well known in his town pretty quick. And the cops are going to get to know him. And if he tries this soft shit, it's just going to make it worse on him.
But they may be merciful. Maybe that small town shit. They may be merciful on him. You know, that's Billy goofy ass.
Hello.
Hey, Asian, how's it going?
How you doing, Asian?
How are you? What's up, Joe Cole?
Hi,
So did you catch any of that video, or did you just coming in?
No, I'm behind the 8 ball. I overslept 2 days in a row, and the wife wasn't too happy today.
Oh no!
So I had to get some errands done. Just got online. I missed Paulie's 4-hour live stream earlier today too. I slept through the whole thing.
Yeah, they were asking for you.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, where's Asian?
Well, I was on Discord voice with these cats for like 10 hours straight yesterday because nobody was live on YouTube on Saturdays. So we defaulted to Discord and we went chat literally 10 hours.
Wow.
I was told to watch Polly's stream from the beginning.
Yeah.
Something happened interesting in it, I guess.
Jared, when I got there, Jared.
I told you earlier.
No.
So we were watching.
About Shelley.
Yeah, we are talking about that. We're not going to retouch that. So
Okay.
I'm just reminding her, Kevin.
Anyway.
Well,
happened
no,
here.
there was something about somebody
Kevin.
named Jared on there, and that part I missed.
That's the only part I saw. I was on that part.
Yeah, Jared got triggered and then went down a rabbit hole into alien conspiracies and all sorts of bullshit that just wow is all I can say.
Ah, damn, I missed the good one.
Reptiles and shit.
All right. So Asian, basically, we watched it was First Amendment auditor performing a Second Amendment audit. Now, this was his very first one. He started out really badly because he was spouting soft fit bullshit at first. And then he got surprised
You skipped over the part that he had 3 or 4 guns
he
and
had 3
tactical
guns,
gear.
a tactical vest, and he was walking down and a body camera and all that good stuff. And so he was talking to soft fit bullshit for a while. Heavily edited, by the way. I don't know what he was thinking, but my God. It's a horribly edited video.
I don't think I've ever seen a 2A audit. That's interesting.
Yeah, so it is interesting. And so the cop surprises him. He goes, the cops are super cool. They did a fantastic job. They told him, like, look, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing 2 hours. Oh, you're fine. No worries. We just had a call. We had to call to make sure you weren't some freaking weirdo like Unabomber type person. And he did. And they were there. And they probably regretted even stopping because he went on like a 10-minute soapbox talk about his rights and how he needs to defend them and we need to defend them.
And why
even though
he's
the
out
cops
there,
were
blah, blah.
absolutely cool. Talking about I don't consider searches, even though they never asked anything about searching him. It was pretty ridiculous.
All right, what state was this audit in? I'm curious.
Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was he doing? Like, what was his environment? He was
Asian.
just walking
It
around.
was a little
or?
bitty town.
Yeah.
In North Georgia, with 45 people employed at the department.
So he's walking down.
He's
it
walking in
wasn't
his
like he
neighborhood.
was in Atlanta.
No. Yeah, he was not in Atlanta.
Yeah, half the force probably turned up.
Could you
There was only
could
3
you
of them out there.
imagine? Could you imagine if he did that in Atlanta? Oh,
That's
my
funny.
God.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Anywhere
Oh,
else, right? I can't
man.
imagine you get away with that for long. Well, maybe that was a
Right.
good point that other people are carrying guns now, so it's not as shocking. But I can't imagine that's gonna fly in most places.
Georgia is an open carry state.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if he did that in the wrong part of Edina, he'd have the back of his head caved in, and all of his fancy shiny toys would have been taken.
I would have thought that, yes. Solo Yaka does it in Florida. He just carries the pistol, but it looks like an AR. And they've put him down so many times. It's freaking crazy, man. They give him his shit back afterwards, but it's exciting as hell. I can't imagine this dude going out there like that. Wait till fucking he see you running to cops like that. He been at gunpoint and on your knees. What?
I'm not talking about the cops. I'm talking about the criminal elements will prey on that individual in a heartbeat because he's got zero situational awareness. He's carrying these.
Take your shit. You're right. That's a buttload of guns.
He'd be lucky if they left him with his boxers.
That's interesting.
All right, so I want to take a look at another one. I haven't actually seen this all the way through. What's up, ACB? You want to come on up, ACB? We're going to take a look at another audit. Anyone else wants to come on up and
Yeah, Kenny, real
talk about
quick.
this?
I think it was AZN. You said you've never seen any Second Amendment audit.
No, I haven't. I mean,
All right.
I know it
Check-
exists. I just haven't seen
Yeah,
anybody.
check out the URL I posted in private chat. That's
Alrighty.
Southside Slacker 210.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Thanks, Tyler.
I was gonna say news now, South Carolina, but Slacker is even a better choice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Oh, wait a
just know
minute. I
this.
think I know him.
Yeah, he know this though. in his earlier days,
Oh,
he had a mouth and he was very disrespectful, but he has turned the corner.
I think I know him, Diver. Is this the guy that had a video where he was going fishing, like in Fort Lauderdale or
No,
Miami?
that's Solo. Solo Yaka. That's the cat I was talking about.
Okay.
Solo
Yeah,
Yaka.
he was open carrying while fishing, and the police
Yeah.
just totally got
Put
involved.
him on it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
everybody got nervous because that's not quote unquote normal. But no, Slacker is in San Antonio, Texas.
Diver, he wants to shoot his fish.
Right?
He gets frustrated, so he just starts shooting at him.
Florida law allows
That is
for
correct.
open carry of both knives and firearms while you're fishing or hunting.
That is
To and
correct.
fro. To and fro as well.
That is correct. To and from hunting and fishing. That is absolutely correct. Yep.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna check out this one. This is the First Amendment audit in McAllen, Texas, at a bus station. Okay.
And you
I
said
don't know why.
Dallas, Texas?
McAllen.
Oh, McAllen. Okay. McAllen, Texas.
Hey, this may get him into a sticky wicket because the Transportation Authority does control their own property.
Yeah, I could never figure this one out. That's why I don't fuck around on an RTA property and all that.
Well, we're gonna find out here. And now the question is: are the people that be there that are they gonna know it, or are they gonna let them talk with their private property bullshit? We'll see. Or public property. I'm sorry. Let's see.
What's up, Tim?
This will be after you real quick for C4.
They need a better mic.
I was gonna say, is it lower than anybody else?
That's the fun part about a phone. The mic's in the bottom 9 times out of 10, or on the side if you're doing
Yeah.
it like this.
Right. I ain't gonna bullshit you, man. I can't really hear this cat. Maybe my shit ain't turned up.
Nice to you. We appreciate the reciprocity. So if I'm saying, hi, how are you doing? We're going to do this. Yeah, how are you doing, sir? This and that. Probably not that, we're going to be aggressive, or I don't know if you're feeling aggressive right now. The way you jumped up, I saw that. But
This guy's thinking to himself, shit, when is my shift over?
Exactly.
I just want to go home. He doesn't give a shit what he's saying.
No, he's thinking, where the hell's my backup?
Exactly.
Right?
He's like,
Like,
what time is
like, what am I gonna have for dinner when I get home? Southwest
Right.
steak.
Did I let the dog out?
Right.
we want people to understand that you guys work.
I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Dinner bell has rung.
You got it. Enjoy.
See you, Diver. Enjoy.
Breaking laws, we don't do that. What we're here to do is to secure the community.
He worse than the last cat, right?
He is.
So you seem to be complying with everything we're doing. We're completely complying with you, and we love that you're doing your job at that capacity, and I appreciate your service.
So blah 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 blah. My rights. Blah 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 blah. You're not doing anything to actually doing your job. So
When he
what was
just
the point of
walking
that?
into, I'm sorry. Was he just walking into a restaurant? Why did this even occur? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. This is just how it starts. This is weird. This is a transit authority.
Oh, the transit. Okay, that's I'm sorry. That's that weed do that to you.
This guy's a transit officer? Does he have a gun?
Pretty sure it says. Oh, it's a downtown bus station. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a bus station? It's a private property.
So how are you making the distinction that we're not here for that? You see, this is what we didn't want. We didn't want you to try to
It's not even a state. It's just a bus. It's a bus department, bus station.
That's just
So
a regular
it's
bus
private.
station.
It's fucking private property. They can tell him to leave if they want to, and he's really gonna. Oh my god, this guy's.
What is he saying?
Are getting the things that we need, the access that we have. We're not here to debate whether or not you're in charge of us. You're not in charge of us. If you want to call the police, you want to do something like that, whatever you want to do right now, you can start doing it. Because that's where we want to take you. We want to see if you're compliant and if you're discriminating. If you're discriminating against us, we're going to catch it. And that's what we're trying to do. This is being privileged to know what we're doing.
Oh!
So we don't
wow.
usually let people know that we're doing that. You know, we usually try to bust it. But we're letting you know that this is a public place. You're trying to get in our way of trying to do something here. And that would be like discrimination.
He's just security, right?
Yeah, he looks like private security, Kenny.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking this is brutal.
He doesn't have a gun, and the auditor was saying something about why don't you just go ahead and call the police then?
You're right.
So
That's what makes me think is
Central Station. So I don't think this is a public property. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think this is public property.
I'm guessing maybe they get some public funds, and that's where it gets murky and why people test these places.
Well, okay, I can understand why you would test it, but you don't tell them it's public just because you accept public funds.
I totally agree.
Just like with we were talking about with the Resistance, he went into that tow truck company. It's a private company. Yeah, they take public funds, but that doesn't mean you can just walk up in there and do what you want.
I would agree. That's just murky for me, bro.
Yeah,
I don't fuck around. And why? And why, if you got that beautiful message or something he thinks is beautiful, you have that beautiful message. Is this really the guy to take 5 and 10 minutes out of his day to deliver it to? The guy's a security guard, took a 2-week course. What the fuck? He's not the enemy.
Right?
Yes,
Right?
Joel. Good point. That's a good point. This guy's on the bottom of the totem pole. He's not even carrying a weapon.
This
He
is
just
Walmart security you fucking with.
He's just staring at the clock, waiting to punch out, like he doesn't care.
Right.
Like you just
So he's
wasted your breath.
He's like, fuck, I have 15 minutes left. I really have to sit here and listen to this
Right.
bullshit.
Of my life. Fuck my life.
Yeah. And then the other issue with the video in itself is you just don't know like how it got started. Like how did this all happen, right? I think we missed out on that too.
Yes, this is true, but I can't believe this guy has been unpleasant in the least. I could be wrong.
I just want to know if it's a public.
They're calm. If it's not public, they're being awful polite and kind and shit.
Okay, so yeah, it's a city. It just said over on the side, city of something. Let's see.
All right, it's public.
Right there.
Yeah.
City of McAllen International Transit Terminal.
Yeah, it's probably public.
Yeah.
You guys are free to film here in the public. I mean,
Oh, they got their Christmas tree up already.
Yeah.
Just checking out the bus stop here, and you know.
Next, they should audit a Greyhound.
I don't even understand those things.
Joe, have you been noticing? I've been noticing there's this strange occurrence. More new auditors are filming at Walmart. What the fuck is that all about?
I haven't seen that. I heard about the Chick-fil-A, and it turned out it was a friend of mine or something who did that shit. I haven't seen the Walmart audit.
Oh my god! And there's this one I saw where this dude did one with, and everyone tells me that this guy's like such a good auditor. James Madison
You go see him at Walmart.
James Madison audits, and apparently people are saying he's so good. This fucker was a part of a Walmart audit. I'm like, wait a minute, really?
Wait. He's not indoors, right? You're not saying that.
No. They walked into the Walmart, and the guy's like, I'm here with James Madison Audit. We're auditing a Walmart to see if they respect our rights. No, I'm not. I
You
kid
can
not.
do that now? No, I did hear something about that. Something they Walmart or something got a shitload of government money or something, so they're testing that shit. I did hear about that. Yeah.
It's still freaking private company.
You know, I wouldn't be the one. I still show my receipt when I go in and out if they ask. So that's not my
Damn,
battle.
Yeah, Joe, really? You do? I don't
That's
even show
not
my
my
receipt to
battle.
them. I just walk. I don't make a big deal out of it. I just walk out. I don't make a big deal.
But what if they ask? I had a motherfucker ask me, and I think I
say no
bought
then.
like a half a gallon of eggnog. I'm like, really? I'm the cat you want to stop, bruh? And I showed him my receipt, and he was like, well, some people had other things and blah blah. Really? All right. The white neighborhood too. I should tell you that. I wasn't in my neighborhood.
I'm gonna do a video on that one tomorrow. The Walmart audit. I'm gonna do with James Madison audits. I kid you not. It was so fucking. I kid you not. I'm just like, everyone's telling me like, oh my god, you need to check out James Madison audits, Kenny. He's so good. We love him and all this. I'm like, okay, that's cool. The first thing I see him auditing a Walmart, I'm like, wait a minute. What?
First impressions, right?
Like some good
I
in
know
Walmart audit.
James Madison. I can't think of any of his bids, but I would have said cold motherfucker too.
Yeah. And maybe, but the thing is, he wasn't filming, so he was just with the dude that was filming. So maybe he knew not to be an idiot, but he was still with the fucker. And if I was him, I'd be like, no. I'm like, no, stop. Don't let anyone know I'm here. I'm here with you, but don't let no one know on camera I'm here with you.
I had to have that conversation with Josh. Yo, he was like, we're gonna go in this post office and go look at Postal 7. I ain't on that shit, bro. Do your own thing, all that shit.
Postal 7.
I didn't pull my camera out, yo. I got no video from that shit.
If I could get paid a nickel for every time I heard Poster 7, jeez.
Right?
There's this one video we watched on live stream where I kid you not, the auditor said Poster 7 like 57 times. It was fucking ridiculous.
Hey, dude, y'all listen. Y'all have got to give these niggas some type of credit, even though they flop dramatically. And those are the ones that are most endearing. The ones that, not the bad guys, the ones that go out there and all they're hanging on is watch 3 videos about Poster 7 in them, and you can tell they're in over their heads. But Poster 7 says, but Poster 7, it's endearing, bro.
Oh man,
yeah, for real. All right, so
when
let's
they
continue
point out
this.
the rest of the paragraph to them, they just don't know what to say at that point.
Yeah, they
Right,
don't.
that's all it takes to disarm them, right?
Yeah,
it's so funny.
it is. All right, so
Oh,
let's continue with this security guards torture.
Why am I thinking about Shelly?
The thin-skinned anarchist.
Yeah, when she got pulled over with her scooter.
So in other words, if you walk in, what do you get?
That's a good point, Gary W.
Ooh.
That's a nice tree, though.
Nice building, all of that shit is gorgeous. The people are pleasant.
Got the nice
This is how
LCD
most of my
screens up.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
You need to give me one of those so I can start playing my games on those.
Well, you want the ultimate gaming experience? You can rent the Texas Stadium Jumbo.
Gary is funny.
Sorry, go.
But that's not what Postal 7 says. But policy don't trump my constitutional right. Again, I can't hear this one well, but it looks like an absolute that just everything is going beautiful and everyone's well behaved.
But can I see about how much a ticket would cost to Corpus? Over there? Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, someone that's actually at a computer and, not someone that's just kind of randomly there. Fucking idiots.
We're not sticking them in your face. We're not hurting anybody. We're just coming to. Don't you see people taking pictures of their loved ones coming through? Don't you see people doing it? They have cameras.
I can't get
God.
back.
There's that stupid ass argument.
When people say, "Oh, you're coming back from Mexico, wherever," they take pictures of them. You tell them, "Hey, you can't have your phone camera in here."
Can I ask a question? How long have you been working here? You want to bust the Corpus? Yeah. Right there. Well, I'm just saying, look, you've been working here for so long, but yet there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Cameras.
11, 12, 13. Okay. You got in excess of 13 cameras over here.
Dumbass argument.
I can't hear him well, but I always thought that was a brilliant argument.
Really? Why do you think that's a good argument?
Because they tell you people don't want you filming them. Good. I don't want you filming me. Do I mean anything? I don't want to be on your shit. Do I get a say? You got 15 cameras. Do I get a say? I don't want to be on your camera. Do I get a say?
Absolutely, we don't. But when these people are filming, their videos go up to online, and all of a sudden they're making money off someone else's image. They're making money
I think
off
it's
of.
only fair to tame these,
Exactly.
tame these motherfuckers.
I know. I personally think it's a really weak argument because it, there's
It's
two different
security
purposes for the
cameras.
filming. Yeah.
Okay,
The
let's
security
assume that
cameras.
they never made a nickel off of it. Let's assume they never made a nickel off of it. Is it still a weak argument?
If it's for their private use, no, it's not a weak argument because, well, again,
No,
they were
they're
talking.
uploading to YouTube. Uploading to YouTube, no money though.
They're still using it for commercial use. They're putting it in all.
No.
Whoa.
Well, can I chime in?
Go ahead.
Here's the fundamental problem with that comparison. You can't establish intent. As with them filming in the building, they're using that. The intent is for security reasons. Just in case something happens in the lobby, they want to be able to play it back, right? So it's for evidence and security purposes. Whereas what these guys are doing, what is the intent?
Again, I don't know if you could really get into the intent, so you got to make this shit legal for all, which is the way the camera laws exist here in my state. If the same laws allow them to film me, me to film them. So to avoid the intent thing.
Hey guys, I don't mean to butt in, but the dinner bell's ringing, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh yeah, make me so fucking hungry. You and NJ.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too.
All right.
Can you tell me how much a ticket to Corpus
Wasn't hungry until everybody started making dinner.
I'm looking for a timeline of like, I guess Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve? I'm sorry? Christmas Eve? Christmas Eve. Yes, ma'am. Because I can.
No, you can't.
Why can't I?
Because I'm telling you, I don't want to get videos.
Okay, but you're in public.
Yeah, but I'm here for a tip to sell you tickets, not to get videos.
Okay,
You're a video camera right now for the facility. Facility, there's cameras all around you.
There's cameras there, there's cameras there, there's cameras there.
I don't know where that's going to go
That's
to.
for us.
Well, where is it going? Who are you?
All right, that's, ma'am, you're here for serving us.
I'm here for a ticket. That doesn't mean that you
I'm simply asking a question as far as.
Are these guys really looking to purchase bus tickets?
No. Well, it's hard to say. I mean,
you see, that's what I
wanted
mean.
to get one earlier.
But see, that's what I mean. It's like it's one thing to be at the bus terminal and you want to purchase tickets and you're just filming it because you're filming the experience of it. But if you
he just said he wanted to know prices too. He didn't say he wanted to buy one. He said, "I want to know. Can you tell me prices?"
Well, get on your fucking phone and get on the internet and go to the website. Like, what are you bothering me for while filming? Like, again, it just goes back to that. It's like it just goes back to that. These guys are purposely just doing this for the video, right? I mean, I hate to say it, but what's the intent?
No, wait. You say for the video. What if they say the purpose is to show that you cannot curtail my rights, to teach the public that you cannot curtail my rights.
Then it's a poor tactic that they're using to prove that.
Poor
to
not,
justify
but suddenly their intent is okay now, if they use that argument.
Well, it's not a well justified intent. The intent then exists, but it's not a well justified one.
Oh, I would agree, only because they're in a bus station
That's
fucking
right.
with people. But
That's
in
right.
some places, I think that it is justified.
I agree, just not at a bus terminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I meant by the intent is weak. I mean, the intent is there, but it's weak. You can't justify it. Can't hold up on its own two legs.
Really, that's Hilda. She, you know, really, this is your target. You know, Hilda's a nice lady. No, we didn't teach her fucking law before she worked here.
And here's the other thing: backhanded compliments never work. Like when you're in a heated argument, by telling someone, "Hey, calm down," that doesn't actually help them calm down. And if anything, it's going to fuel them even more. So when you make comments like, "Oh, you serve me, you work for me," like, do you actually think this civil service employee is going to actually be cordial with you after saying something like that to them? You know what I mean?
If I'm doing that, Joe, it's because I'm already in a heated argument. I don't give a fuck about that, and I'm trying to piss you off.
Right. And that's when it kind of gets justified, Joe. But in this particular video, they weren't in a heated argument, right? And he just came out and told her, "Well, you're a servant to me. You work for me." And it's like, why are you slapping the waiter's hand before you get served?
Are you right?
You know what I mean? What kind of asshole are you to insult me before I serve you your dinner? You know what? I'm going to go in the kitchen, spit in your plate. That's what I'm going to do. It's like fucking dumb as dumb does. You know what I mean? Anyway, onwards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she was having none of it. She just fucking left. So where they go from here?
You said you want to look for a supervisor? What's up, my man? You're not scaring nobody. You're not scaring. So don't try. I don't know what you said. You want to look for a supervisor, right? I don't know what you're talking about right now. Did she get you the price? No, she didn't. She asked if I was filming her, and then she got upset. He just wants a price. That's it. You're on camera every day. It doesn't matter. You guys are going to HEB and you're going to be on camera? No. Gentlemen, film this man.
By the way, HEB is an awesome store. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay. You said you were looking for a supervisor, right? What is it that you need? You said you were looking for a supervisor. For you. Is there a supervisor on site? No, there's no supervisor on site right now. Until tomorrow. You can come back and done tomorrow. For you. A supervisor for you. Why do I need a supervisor? Because you seem to be hostile.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
This is why I go irate.
Peaceful fuck I've ever seen so far.
This is why I start flipping the script.
How the hell is he hostile?
Oh my
God, this guy. Oh, look, you can tell this is the fucking guy. This guy right here, the guy that does most of the fucking talking. He loves to hear himself talk. You can just tell right away.
He was the crossing guard back that thought he was a guy because he was a crossing guard. He was that dude.
He probably was. You're probably right.
Look
at him. He's got his hands behind his back, like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit here." God, this guy. Wow.
Yeah, like look at you're raising your voice, telling me I need a supervisor. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you're bothering me, and I'm trying to you're bothering me because first of all, you work for it. Second of all,
Whoa. He
went there already. Who do you work for?
Here we go again.
He said you work for me. He's a security guard. He doesn't work.
Here we go again. You can't kick somebody in the balls and then ask for a favor. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that.
Right.
Like, oh my!
And one more comment. I can guarantee you, if 9 out of 10 auditors were a little bit more transparent up front, they wouldn't have these types of ramifications. I can almost guarantee it. The problem is they don't want to give up the transparency because then auditors feel like they're giving up the leverage. But you're not really giving up leverage unless you're in it for the clicks and views.
Yeah.
I always wonder what if an auditor went and just said, "Yes, I'm just, you guys are out here. I'm out here filming, and I want to make sure that you guys know everything is legal. Blah blah blah. This is what I do. I film places, and when people come out, I see what kind of response they give me. I don't necessarily think that would change the audit or anything.
I agree with that, but I do think it will open up some instances where you might have a cordial experience rather than
Oh,
a
it'll
bad.
change it for the better. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
not a detriment to the auditor, I don't
Agreed.
think.
What
Agreed.
I don't understand is how is it they haven't been trespassed yet?
Mm.
I
Well,
mean, that's the major fallback. Granted, this individual probably isn't authorized to do it because he's a vendor, he's a contractor,
mhm.
but all he needs is to get one of those people behind the desk to say yes, trespass him. He make a quick phone call, police show up. Yep.
But aren't they breaking the law? And I hate to even ask you because I know you already know the fucking answer, but I'm gonna go out and fucking stick my neck out. But in this fucking city owned, and aren't they breaking the law if they trespass him for no fucking reason?
Yeah, and just think about the fact that this has got to be a major terminal and you're not allowed there anymore. You know, unless of course they either have vehicles for themselves, how are they going to get somewhere?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Well, this is obviously a major metropolitan bus station,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the title
city of
says.
something. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
city of something. Yeah.
Maybe I'll put this a different way. I just hope none of them are dependent on buses.
Well, they're not there to purchase bus tickets, that's for sure, Diver.
And
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
just a little fact for you: the security officers in the state of Texas have more ability to trespass a person than a law enforcement officer because they're working for the property owners.
Yeah, that's
And they have
that's
that
logical.
ability to the police officer has to have somebody from the property make the trespassing complaint before they can trespass them.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, every state's different.
And you guys are all assuming that the people on the other side of the fence understand the laws too, right?
Oh, a lot of times they don't.
That's my point, is maybe these people don't realize, hey, shit, we should just trespass them. Maybe they don't realize they can even do something like that.
Oh, I've seen videos where the auditor sounds so sure, tells the person that this is public and it's a private property, and the people just believe him because they have the camera and they don't know the laws themselves and they don't want to look
Yeah.
stupid on camera. So I mean,
it works the other way too, right? I've seen
Yeah.
cops spew so much nonsense and people just believe them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the same thing as I see in several of the SCOTUS decisions. Just because it's owned by the government doesn't mean that it's public. Just because it's public doesn't mean you have the right to do all of your First Amendment rights.
Exactly.
They could declare this a limited public forum, and restrict all filming.
What about court? Oh, is that too much of a change of subject? I wonder if y'all think there should be allowed cameras in the courtroom. I'm just curious.
Well, that's
So
up to the individual jurisdiction.
Yeah, it's at the state level. So New Jersey, you can actually have cameras in the courtroom, Joko.
I don't think I meant the laws in your state. I meant, what would you prefer? Do you think it's a good thing, bad thing? Not the laws. Should we be allowed to film? I mean, in every state, nationwide, should we be allowed to film in court? Should you be allowed to pull out your camera, your tape recorder?
Well,
To me, it depends on the case. Obviously, any minors, absolutely not. And it depends on the cases to the point where if either the plaintiff or the defendant doesn't want it done, then it doesn't get done.
Yep.
Judge Anthony Scalia made a statement about filming in the court, and he said that when you film in court, you don't get the full story because someone can take a 10-minute or a 50-second or 2-minute clip and present that as a full argument. And he said he was in agreement before he became a Supreme Court justice, but he doesn't believe that it is beneficial to the argument of the cases at all.
Is
because
this before or after the trial?
And what's interesting is this year, for the
Did he
first
say that
time,
before or after the trial? I'm curious. Did Ito say that before or after the trial? Do you know? Did he change his mind after the trial and was like, I think it's a bad idea?
No, when he became a Supreme Court justice, he was open to filming in courts, but then he realized that when a lawyer argues, they usually argue for like half an hour at the most, and you don't get to understand all the work that has gone into presenting that case. You're only getting a synopsis of that case in an hour or half hour presentation. You're not getting the full context of the case.
Well, that's interesting, and it would change shit. Yeah, it beats nothing. It beats me not being there and hearing your version and just got to go with what the fucking court said.
Yep.
I don't trust those people, yo.
I'd like to see an auditor audit a nuclear power plant.
That'd be interesting.
I want to see what happens.
I saw auditor do Area 51. Of course they didn't go on it. They went up to the line,
Yeah,
and
that
that's
had
an
to be
auditor I saw
difficult,
didn't even go
right?
up to the line. They didn't even go up to the line.
Imagine being outside of a nuclear plant filming and police
it's
roll
been
up on
done. It's been done.
What are you doing here?
Exactly.
It's like, what are you going to say to them?
Right?
I'm not filming a nuclear power plant.
Right?
Oh, God.
All right, so it's
To tell you, but it's been done by 3 different auditors here in New Jersey.
Oh, God, Diver.
I'm gonna have to look those up. I'm gonna have to look those up.
Jeez.
One of them declares that the individual is not an auditor, but a citizen video journalist.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I'm not sure.
And the fun part is, I've been in that plant. Not in the plant itself. I've been to the substation.
Oh, wow.
All right. So what is it that why aren't you bothering them over there? Why are you bothering anybody? You're bothering me. They're not bothering anybody. No, well, I'm not bothering you. Kind of way. In what way? You work for me. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Here we go again with the you work for me.
He doesn't work for him.
You want to look for price to you say you want to look for a supervisor. You can come back. You can come back tomorrow at 7.
Go away, Omaha.
Well, he's trying to get a price.
Look at his feet. Look at his feet. He's trying to get closer to this guy. Look at him. You look like you're a little bit hostile. Can't stand like this. Well, you're getting closer.
No, don't do that, Omaha.
I'll call the police on you. If you think
Omaha's here?
do it that way.
Yeah, he said he'll do a
Oh,
nuclear power
fuck.
plant with his hands in his pocket. I'm like, no, don't do
Oh,
that.
Omaha. I was just kidding, by the way. I was just kidding, Omaha. You don't want to film a nuclear power plant.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Jeez.
What a delightful laugh you have.
That's what I was asking.
Not annoying at all.
Man, tell me about it, Carl.
I am videotaping. But you're telling me that you don't like it.
No, you can't. I don't want you to videotape.
Okay, so then
This is embarrassing to me,
I feel you, Joe Cool.
and I'm not even fucking doing this shit.
We're not bothering you in any way. What you need to do is stop bothering us.
See, at this point, they should be able to trespass them because they are causing a disturbance with their cameras. They're not here to conduct any kind of business, and they're causing a disturbance by their mere presence with the cameras and talking to people. And yeah, they should be trespassed.
What do you think would
Wait,
happen
wait,
if all
wait,
these
wait.
people ignored
Wait.
them?
Yeah, I was about to say, can you cause disturbance by your mere presence with a camera? Not sure I can get behind that.
Well, okay, no, maybe not with the mere presence, but they're causing a disturbance by.
The guy on the soapbox. The guy with the soapbox.
Yeah, filming in itself is not enough. But once you start engaging yourself while filming, now you're putting yourself
Repeatedly,
into the
leave
equation.
the man alone.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
and
putting-
now it's
yeah,
bullying.
that's right.
You're
That's
still
right.
at it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. and telling him that he works for him. Like, he's a private security guard. He doesn't fucking work for you. You're an idiot.
And Kenny, what would you think would happen if these two auditors walked into this bus terminal?
There's three.
And let's
There's three, by the way.
Three. And let's just say hypothetically, every employee in this bus terminal ignored them. Like literally just ignored them, right? What do you think these auditors would do?
They'd have a hissy fit and say, "You're not doing your job. Aren't you going to help me? Aren't you going to help me? I need services." And then immediately when they turn around, what services do you need? They'd be stuck because they don't want these services.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if they did like the cops did? Like, absolutely, sir. Yeah, where you headed today,
Yeah,
sir? And just
exactly.
ignored that camera, they would be out of a job in the day.
I agree. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, lack of self-control.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Teach that shit to all the employees. It's a new day. Teach them.
So if you want to stand there all day, you're fine. We're going to keep walking around.
I've seen this dance so often.
Okay, so are you going to be able to help me or not?
Are you gonna keep videoing me?
I'm going to continue to videotape because that's my right. It's my constitutional right at that.
Okay, so she's just going to deny the question. What's going to happen here? She's just going to deny you services.
Okay, so then
So you just get her name.
So then
get her information.
I don't even have to give your name.
Okay, well then how am I supposed to know who to complain on?
So is this one guy teaching him how to audit? That's what it sounds like to me.
I'm not gonna bullshit you. It is super difficult. I'm thinking, do I switch phones, put in headphones? Fuck, that's hard for me to hear this shit.
It sounds because he just told him, okay, so here's what you do: you get her name, and then we come back tomorrow. It sounds like to me the guy that's on the soapbox preaching to the security guard, talking about you work for me, is trying to teach this guy how to audit. It seems.
I hear you.
You're not helping
Or
me.
he's doing like PayPal
It's customer
Patty,
service.
have
101.
some funky,
Yeah.
provoking him to the point of arrest so he can get clicks.
Yeah.
That scares me,
Customer
man.
service 101. Customer service 101. You're supposed to help the customer. Are you not here as a customer service representative? Are you not? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to sit here and say.
Why be rude to that woman?
And that's it. And then I'm out.
So Omaha says he's going to take you to go audit the power plant when he does it.
I would wear a flare.
I don't want to see that vid, Omaha.
So that's just a complaint on her. It's a complaint on you. That's fine. I tell you what. Since now she doesn't want to help me.
You're right,
then I'll
Tree is
get
gorgeous.
a customer complaint form.
I don't know how to get in those.
You don't know how to get them?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know who you can? Is there someone you can call that can give me that information? Nope.
The interesting part about the interference thing is I don't see any other customers there.
That's right. That's a stretch. Any interference would be a stretch. Yeah.
And it got dark outside. You notice that?
It did. Yeah, it did.
It was sunny when they first started filming this audit, and all of a sudden it's dark outside. But the
So they've
clip
been in
was
there
like
a minute.
17 minutes.
I didn't notice that. You niggas are observing us, just not high enough.
This video's edited heavily. They must have been there for a few hours trying to create this shit.
Yeah. Holy crap.
God damn. Yeah, I could never audit.
It does look. It does look. They
Let's see.
look brighter.
Let's see. No, it's dark.
It's dark outside.
It's dark. That's before earlier. This is when they first came in.
Okay.
No,
It's still dark.
but when they were standing outside talking to him, it was sunny. Remember?
No, it's still
Is that
dark. See?
dark?
It's still inside.
It's dark.
Oh shit! My eyes are playing games.
It's okay.
Don't you see people doing it? They have cameras.
It's all right. So are they.
I'm sorry? Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I've seen audits at train stations. At of course, the big ones were the mass audits at the San Antonio major train station by the group from that area. And yeah, certain sections of it they could be trespassed from because they're not there to board a train.
Yeah.
They're not there to buy tickets. You push them out on a perimeter sidewalk, basically.
there's certain sections that interest me because I'm that type of guy, and I'm the type of push borders type of guy. I wonder what certain sections, right? And I would honor it if it's fucking real. I wonder, what does that mean? Secure? Does it mean behind the desk, door open? Little shit like that interests me.
Oh, you'd get right along with that citizen video journalist here in New Jersey.
I wouldn't. I don't know if I'm that curious. Why would I want shit like that?
Well, I mean, that individual didn't go as far as CFW did, but very close to it.
I don't even know what CFW should did. Fuck with somebody's computer or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
got
didn't see
convicted
the
for it.
vid. I didn't see the vid. And she told me about it over the phone. That's right. She typed something in, or what did she do?
She brought up
put her
her own
webpage up.
website, and she brought up, I think, Merbeast's.
She brought up a website and she got convicted of that shit?
You're
Her
tampering
website,
with
yeah.
government property.
I
You're
wouldn't say she tampered. I
interfering.
would say she, goddamn it, got on YouTube at a government fucking building. I wouldn't, say it's a sin. Girl, get your ass from behind that desk. That's all that is. It's not a fucking, you don't convict people over shit. Are you insane?
Right. What is it that you need?
You'd be surprised at what's on the books in every state.
No, that's
I
not
would
supervisor
not.
on site right
It
now.
was really
It's
good.
tomorrow. You can come back and sit on tomorrow at 7.
For you, a supervisor for you,
What do I need to write?
because you seem to be hostile.
We're here.
About to say, he just got hostile again.
It'll be a supervisor
Yeah, this is the
tomorrow.
kind of guy I punch in the face in a bar
He's trying to
fight.
get off
Look,
pause.
look at his feet. Look at his feet. He's trying to get closer to this guy. Look at him. You look like you're a little
He's trying to
bit
get
hostile.
closer. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
The
Kenny,
most
you
tame cat I've
never
ever seen.
use the face as a target for the simple fact that it's going to hurt your hand and it's not going to disable them. You go lower.
Like how low? What do you think?
Oh, throat, sternum, just below the sternum is the solar plexus, but some people are resistant to that one.
Yeah.
Very few people resistant to a strike to the throat.
Yeah, I think
Tom
you're right.
strikes the bridges over very well.
Well, then you need to leave us alone.
We need you guys to get out. For what? You guys can be inside here.
We cannot work.
She doesn't want to offer you anything. She doesn't like one hour for the
It doesn't work that way. We are the public. You're gonna respect the public. That's what this is about.
I came in here and I asked for how much a ticket would cost.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking. And the moment that she said that she was on camera and she didn't like it, she walked away. She's in public. There's cameras everywhere. I am videotaping. But you're telling me that you don't like it.
No, you can't. I don't want you to videotape.
Okay, so then recite
Now,
some
see,
laws.
this is when I admire what they do. So she's not allowed to do that shit in no way, no fashion.
This is the public. We're not bothering you in any way. What you need to do is stop bothering us.
Do not get emotional like that.
I don't know what you're doing. What you're trying to get at. You have the right to stand there. You have the right to stand there. You do. You have the right to stand there. You do. So if you want to stand there all day, you're fine. We're going to keep walking around. You can stand there all day.
Okay, so are you going to be able to help me or not?
Are you gonna keep videoing me?
I'm going to continue to videotape because that's my right. It's my constitutional right at that.
Okay, so she's just gonna deny the question. What's gonna happen here? She's just gonna deny you service. That's what's happening.
Okay, so then.
Holy fuck!
Okay, well then how am I supposed to know who to complain on? You're not helping me. It's customer
Oh,
service.
yeah, I'll never see that.
It's customer service 101. Customer service 101.
I remember seeing a video with Josh and somebody else at a bus station where they got trespassed.
Information on a ticket and that's it. And then I'm out of your way.
Okay, so she's just gonna deny service.
Okay, so that's just a complaint on her. It's a complaint on you, that's fine. I tell you what.
This is gay.
Yeah, this is kind of silly.
Did you say it was gay? You didn't say that, did you?
I said it's silly. This is silly.
Is there someone you can call that can give me that information? Nope. So there's no information on it.
There's no supervisor here until 7. It doesn't matter if there's a supervisor. It should be able to, if you have a complaint, is there not a phone number that
How just stupid.
to me for customer service, just so I can complain on the fact that she's not helping me?
They're not helping the situation here. They're just making it worse for auditors moving forward.
Yep.
They're going to come out with a policy now, no filming inside the terminal. I know auditors are going to say, well, policy's not law, but see, that's what I mean. Is things like this
Yeah,
is just hurting.
but it is.
It's just hurting people. This is not helping anybody.
It's a better way to do it. I would agree with that.
But again, legally, they have the right to do what they're doing, but it's not adding any value. It's not going to make any change in the real world. If anything, it's going to hurt people.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to do this shit. Well, fucking Johnny 5 done taught me shit like that. I'm like, there's no way he should be in that library, but he did it so fucking well. I was like, I was wrong.
Well, no, I don't know. I mean, there's one way you can be polite while doing a library audit, but there still is no fucking point in fucking auditing a library. Unless
Johnny
you
got
thought,
trespassed from the library.
you know, just like there's a lot of places there's just no need to audit. How much corruption do you know that goes on in a public library, Joe? Just off the top of your head.
How much what go on?
Corruption that goes on in a public library.
How much corruption?
Yeah, how much corruption do you know in public library? I don't know of any. Okay, how about what kind of corruption do we see in a transportation
In the train
facility
station.
like this? Right? Okay, so these are places that there's no need to audit because there's no really government. There's no need for oversight over these departments of the government. Now,
But that's
other
certainly
other
low on the
places,
totem pole. Now, if the other places you got to go, I mean, perhaps 50 years from now, these people aren't trained. Maybe it's their time. But right now, this is not the fucking blessing. It makes us. It's gonna hurt us more
No,
than
absolutely.
do good.
Absolutely.
You need to be a smarter target can be chosen. Come on, you're damn near wasting time choosing these people. You know, we're going to war and you're killing motherfuckers' cats. Listen, we got to fight these guys. You're kicking this fucking cat in the backyard. No, you're not fighting.
Absolutely.
Guess who just made 25K veterans?
How does this thing end?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I mean, our goal is not to, you know, we've already got what we want, you know, so that's pretty much what we need to do.
Well, y'all got
But keep a camera on this guy right here. Keep a camera.
What room?
So this guy, he's from Corpus Christi. He couldn't get a price of the bus.
Yeah, because he's recording here.
So that's not if you go to record. Okay, then you just said it right now. So then my recording is the issue. Yes. You're telling me that I can't record in public. So in other words, you're violating my right there. He's trying to buy a ticket for I'll be right.
It makes me feel gay to be a cop watching this, bro. Straight up, I feel like, yo, you're a part of that shit.
This guy's had his arms crossed behind his back the whole video.
The whole time. Yeah,
Holy
yes.
shit.
Yes. That's dedication.
Oh my god. Alright, let's see how it ends.
I'll need you to move out.
What value did they get?
Oh, he's a president and CEO? No. Does that say president? That says president and CEO, right?
Wait, on his badge?
Look. Oh, never mind. That's a president, and that's who he is. I was about to say, did he just tell them that there's no supervisor here for him, and he's a pres? Who would be his? Right? All right, there we go. That makes more sense. I was confused there for a minute. I was about to say, damn, he just trolled the shit out of them.
Oh shit! I gotta take a picture of this. Man.
We don't need officers who are hostile. So when they feel they need to be, that can happen. The public you have to try your best to calm that anger. I see you're just assuming this guy is pissed. He's very, very upset. There's no reason getting that way. No reason. But that's what we got to do. These are the kind of people that they're hiring. It's not going to help. It's not going to work out. All right, guys. That's pretty good.
So you were denied access to buying a ticket because you had a camera in a public place.
And he said it. He said it just nice and loud for us to hear. That they were going to help us as long as we had a camera in their face. Which wasn't even in their face. I was a good 10, 15 feet back.
Had nothing to do with the camera, my man.
Help me.
Had nothing to do with the camera.
We're going to go ahead and shut this video off.
See, that's what people like this don't realize. It's not the camera that disengages them. It's you being an asshole and not taking a cordial approach and being transparent.
Right, I would agree. Right, in most cases, that's what I find out. The cameras there, and most fucking cops and people for that matter, it's not a big fucking deal. But the way you use the motherfucking what you're pointing at and shit can change things. Your distance can change things. But the people, I don't want to point them at them. Period. But you do, Asian, you do get those motherfucking cops where you're on the other side of the street, and they look at you once. And then look back up again, and you know that they're about to come over there. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hell yeah.
Shit.
Absolutely. I'm not going to argue that. That definitely exists too. But in
It's
general,
the
when I
rarity.
see shit like
It's
this,
the
I think
rarity.
about that pullover by Shelly when she was on her scooter without the helmet. That officer in the beginning was going to just give her a fair warning and let her go. But until she opened up her mouth and said, "I don't answer questions," it's like, what the fuck, Shelly? Why are you shooting yourself in the foot? Shut the fuck up. He's going to let you go.
Yeah.
But you see, she gets this auditor mentality.
Yes.
And then she starts spewing things out of her mouth, out of context. And she says things like, "I don't answer questions," and tells the officer, "Oh, you got butt hurt because I didn't want to give you my ID because I said I don't answer questions." Like, Shelly, he was ready to just give you a warning and let you go. And you're picking a fight with a police officer. Like, I think about
Another Forrest Gump.
One, right?
I think about things like
Another Forrest Gump. Stupid is as stupid does.
And that's the issue with a lot of the auditors. They get themselves into more situations. Like Shelly, for example, with I've seen many auditors, even people who film their traffic stops. If they don't be a dick about it, the cop will just get a fix-it ticket or just, hey, get it fixed next time I see you. But a lot of times they talk themselves into a fucking ticket.
That's right. I agree with that. I hate to say it,
All
but
right.
that's
Well,
what I see.
I'm gonna say the other thing too. If you're on legal footing and all of that type of shit, then you shouldn't have to kiss no ass. Which that shouldn't come into play any fucking way. You don't be disrespectful to anybody, not just a cop. And at the same time, if he's asking me to do something, if he asks me with wrong attitude, because I'm a dick, but if he's like, "Hey, where's your license?" That would trigger me. I can't bullshit you.
Well, no, and there's a difference between you don't got to kiss an officer's ass, but you don't got to be rude to him either. There's a difference between the two.
I think you should not. I like that as a policy. You make more flies with honey than some sugar, but you got a million fucking sayings that say the same thing.
Oh,
A man once offended is not easily swayed. Just a million of them.
So why don't we do it, Joe? Why don't we always default to it? Why is that?
I listen, man. I was going through videos today. I'm like, you can just get rid of these, Joe. I didn't erase them, but I got so many just pleasant. Even when they know me or not, just everything is beautiful. I think I'm doing that shit every day. I'm getting these cats used to cameras. They don't react badly. And I don't go give them shit. My shit.
I guess what I'm saying is, why is it not the majority within auditors? Why is it a minority within the auditors?
Okay, I was wondering, check this, Asian. I was wondering, perhaps I'm spoiled, perhaps I'm jaded. I'm in the city. I can get 20 easily confrontations with cops a day. I shouldn't say confrontations because they're not confrontational. Interactions with cops a day. Maybe these cats are a little bit thirsty. They've been watching a bunch of vids and they don't have the fucking options available, or maybe they don't have the heart to go challenge the cop or the fucking government official they want to give shit to. I don't know. This is what they feel like the challenge they're up to.
We spoke about this in the past, you and me.
I forgot if we have the neighborhood post
Mental
office making
fitness or the lack thereof.
or the lack
No,
thereof opportunity.
no emotional control, no self control. They just get like this adrenaline rush when they go
Yes.
into this thing and they start thumping chests and getting very aggressive. Like, this is my right, this is my right, and you're not going to get in my way, right? Instead of maybe
Yes.
just being calm, cool, and collected in the beginning, trying to be a
Yes.
little transparent, show a little courtesy and respect,
Yes.
and then film all you want.
Hey, Kenny, the bottom line is you don't argue your case in the street.
Oh no, absolutely, and that's the problem that a lot of people seem to have. They think because they see all these people getting away with shit and talking to the cops the way they do with cameras, so they think, oh, all I gotta do is pull my camera and the cop's gonna back down. No, it doesn't necessarily work like that.
Like it's some kind of magic wand or something.
That's what they think. They think it's some sort of magic wand. It's an end all be all. It'll get them out, whatever they're doing. I'm just waiting for one day someone to fucking go and rob a bank. They're like, hey, what are you doing? Get your hand down. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here. You just robbed a fucking bank. No, I didn't. I'm just waiting for that shit to happen.
Hey, Kenny.
All right. You talking about flipping the script?
I do not.
Yeah, Freeman tried that the other day. Look what he got him.
Yeah, what happened with Freeman? I didn't see it. I heard he
Yeah,
got
I was
popped.
just going to mention that, Kenny.
What happened?
Kenny.
What?
Schrodinger's released Friedman's video of him getting tased and arrested.
Oh, I did see that. I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, he tried. He went right back at the officer with a remark. Every time the officer said something, he had a remark back, and he was trying to flip the script at one point by using
was.
the same orders a police officer would give.
That's right.
back to the officer.
Yes. And he knew he was going down, right? Because I heard him say, oh, they're going to arrest me. And what do you think about him standing his ground, y'all, and try to separate it from him being a dick and every previous notion you have? What do you think about the part of him standing his ground at that distance, a couple car lengths away at least, while they filmed? He stood on that. What do you
Yeah,
think about it?
and look.
Well,
and
I
again,
believe
look what
he
it
said
got him.
something about a lawsuit.
He might have. I really
believe
don't
he
really
mentioned a
care.
lawsuit.
The
he
other
did.
side of it is if the police set up a perimeter and you don't abide by it, they got the perfect right to arrest you because you're disobeying a lawful order to back up. You're disobeying a lawful order to get behind the tape.
That's a traffic stop.
I
or
mean,
something, I don't know.
it doesn't matter
right.
whether you're holding a camera, whether you're standing there with a notebook with a big thing on your chest that says press. They set up a perimeter. You got to get to the other side of it.
All right, how about this? How about if it's just a traffic stop? Nigga, I'll give you 2 car lengths and you shut the fuck up. I don't want to hit nothing unless that nigga in that car is slumped over dead when you got up there and looked at him. If it's a traffic stop, you stop on sidewalks. When you do this, expect motherfuckers to walk past. I'll be courteous and give you 24 feet or something. How's that sound?
If they set up a
Well,
perimeter,
it's silly.
Very-
That sounds awful silly because you don't know why the traffic stop occurred.
I mean,
Yeah.
the circumstances of that evening was that it was dark and he came walking up on him in the dark. And if I'm not mistaken, he didn't come down the sidewalk. He stepped off the sidewalk and went onto what looked like a parking lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video, so I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
Listen,
if you look
guys, I
at it,
do this-
there's quite a few barriers that are set up. The 6-inch pipes filled with concrete. There's a few of those there because I think that's what the officers used as a to tie off
I
their
believe
tape
the
to.
officer told him that it was all right for him to film from the sidewalk. I believe that's what he said.
He did at one point,
think.
and he refused to go. That's when the other
Right.
officer went back to the car, got out the tape, and set up a barrier.
Okay. If he was getting up tape, that clears up everything. And he was too close, and the officers were telling him to get back so we can set up tape.
No, the tape was being set up as I would say the 8th time the officer told him to back up.
or he would
And
be arrested.
yeah, and of course you don't follow a lawful order. Yeah, you're gonna get
Yeah, once they're
gonna
bringing
get
out
hung
the
up.
tape, I'm surprised he stood on that. Once they're bringing out the tape, it's now they're setting up a perimeter. Now I back the fuck off. Freeman is smarter than me. Maybe he's saying it's just a traffic stop.
They
I don't know
didn't
this.
want to arrest him. They didn't want to arrest him. It was obvious they didn't want to. They gave him ample time.
They gave him ample
and
opportunity.
he just refused.
Was it,
Exactly.
okay, let me ask this. Was it a traffic stop? Do we know that? Yes. And was there really was it really because he was filming them? Had someone else been there, do they get away with it? Was it really because he's filming them?
I have doubts that it was a traffic stop due to them setting off a perimeter for a crime scene.
That's what sounds like traffic stop is no longer a real possibility.
Well, there were 2 police cars, a car in front that was stopped. On the face of it, it looked like a traffic stop. There's rumors that there was a pullover there for a tail light or a license plate light out. I don't know. None of it was confirmed. There's even talk on Discord that somebody's got the police radio responses already recorded for that in.
Yeah. If I was the police, I wouldn't want to take on with James, bro. I would not. Some of these
one of the
cats-
things, Joe, one of the things you mentioned was people walking by on the sidewalk. As long as they're walking through and it's not a critical police I should say crime scene, they allow things like that because you're just passing through. You
Right.
keep going. You know, I mean, they watch you leave. You know, that's why police always call for backup, because one officer can't have his head on a swivel and deal with the violator of a traffic stop at the same time. I understand.
I'm glad to go with you, NJ. I'm glad you agree that a motherfucker should be able to walk back and forth the sidewalk. Let's say I'm the guy with the camera. I walk past, I see a traffic stop. This is what it is. And I continue past them, give them coming up to the side, give them, I don't know, 20 feet or better. And I stand there and film. Do you see any sin in that?
I don't until one of the officers decides that you're too close.
Girl, why does he get to determine that? I just told you I'm 25 feet
it's
away.
called officer safety.
Officer, because safety, he can shoot me in my nuts and say he could have had a gun. Officer safety. He can smash my head and can pull me out of my vehicle right now. And I'm just back here talking to you, officer safety. I threw him on the ground. Hey, he could have had a gun. I don't know what he got in that car. Officer safety. No, I do not follow officer safety. I don't buy that philosophy.
Well, 9 times out of 10, the reason they're pulling you out of the car is because they don't want you to have access to what's in the car.
And 9 times out of 10, I don't want to stray from the subject. The reason they're telling you to back up is because they don't want you filming them. You're not addressing that. That's the truth. I do this all the time.
I understand that. The trick is they have to give you a reasonable alternative to be able to record. The trick is if you're 24 feet away and they ask you to back up, take 3 steps back. How's that going to hurt you?
I do that. And
exactly.
Yeah.
And you may get a hard on. You may get a cop with a hard on. It says that's not far enough. And the next step is you say to the officer, exactly where are you instructing me to stand?
No, I wouldn't do that because the officer's going to give you something crazy. No, officer's going to give you a crazy something crazy. He always will. This is a better one I do. When he say, listen, I'm telling you, if he does it after I've backed up once, I will give him a speech about, listen, I'm gonna record as this is what I do. If I film the police, I'm willing to work with you and so and so on, but I will be here recording you. Now, I am willing to back up and I will back up again. And I give him the same 3 feet again. I just give him 3 feet. I'll do that shit so he feel like he made progress. You only pushed me 12 feet. You know, and we both.
Yeah, and with most cameras, even with the phones, you got a decent zoom, you can still get your video. The trick is if he is, again, a hard-on and tells you for a third time to move back, you have to say things like, officer, exactly where do you want me to stand? Because then the onus is on him. And if he tells you to stand somewhere where you can't film, there you have an actionable item that you can actually take forward.
I'm wondering if when you say can't film, are you taking distance in consideration? What if he put me another 50 feet away where now my hack ass camera gets no fucking value?
Exactly. That is a
actually
case where, as long as you record the whole thing, you have evidence of him putting you out of range to be able to record. And of course, I have to qualify this.
that shit
There
costs
are
money, but it's
six.
brilliant.
There are 6 circuit courts of the United States, circuit courts of appeal, that haven't dealt with this yet. Strangely enough, all the even numbered ones. But if you're in an odd numbered one, which I think you are, I'm not sure.
I
But
asked you, I think you said 7 or something. I don't remember.
all right, the little 7th has a case that they've decided. But the trick is, now that he's put you in a position to where you cannot perform your First Amendment right, you have actionable material right there.
I like
would
it. I like
agree. I
it.
would agree.
But you
Yeah.
cannot have that debate if the conversation is not cordial. It would
That
not
as
work.
well. Yes, of
You're
course.
right.
That's the
You're right.
critical
You got to
piece,
come with
right?
clean hands, right?
But I absolutely agree with both of you on that. That's the way the
Yeah.
conversation should go. It shouldn't be thumping chests, yelling at each other.
And one of the things that I have been saying for several years now, and I'm going to see if I can find it exactly, because I don't want to misquote myself.
Joe, you need to go watch the tape. It was pathetic. Freeman was a pathetic, crying little pussy.
All right. We're going to check it out here.
I
I'm gonna
laughed
look
my
at it.
ass off at the end when one of
I thought it was great.
officer.
The officer didn't
Oh,
even
look,
touch me. And he was saying, don't
cried.
touch me, don't touch me.
He was not a man about it, that's for sure.
No.
I'm geeking. I reached 25K. I'm sorry, but I'm a geek. And it's on the studios, and I'm just waiting for it to show up on my homepage so I can take a picture of it. I'm refreshing like a motherfucker over here. Oh, shit. I'm geeking. I'm a fucking all my friends would get pictures of my ass with that shit tonight. Damn it, Joe, you and your big head, blah, blah, blah. But yes, I'm going to do it.
All right. I can't find the damn thing. Basically what I was trying to say is, when you are filming, you are providing not only evidence of possible violations of people's rights, but you will also be providing the other side with evidence against you if you commit a violation.
Right.
All right,
Let's
so
watch
we're
it.
going to check. We're going to watch the James Freeman thing right here. So everyone
Okay.
just reserve your comments until after it's done. I don't want to be. I don't want to go through an hour of because
All right, I'm gonna mute up. I'm gonna mute up.
Yes, everybody mute so we can actually hear it too.
That are bad. And particular recording, he went to record a police stop, and the law said you have to be within 10 feet of the stop. And what the police did, he was more than 10 feet, but what the police did was they put a crime scene tape, which they're not allowed to do because it was not a crime.
I'll pause it every once in a while just so we could say some of the comments. But
This isn't Freeman's video.
No, this is. It says just tased by police for filming in public. That's what we're.
Okay.
Is this in the video?
Yeah, it is, but I mean, it's someone recording him.
Schrodinger's is good.
Stand behind the tape.
Yeah, but Schrodinger doesn't play like most of the thing. He plays part of it. You know what I mean? I wanted to see everything before and after too.
All right, before you go on, Kenny, please notice that the officers' cars and the one that got pulled over there are perpendicular to his path of walking. Watch as he approaches.
And they just basically kidnapped him, tased him, refused him medical, and just watch the video and leave the comments below and tell me, was this justified or not? So leave the comments below and let me know what you think.
Yeah, right now he's trespassing.
The video.
Oh, and listen to the guy that's with him. That is really funny.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me pause it, and then we'll talk. But this, I didn't even hear what you said because I was talking.
I don't care if you're right here, but you're gonna have to move back at least further away from my seat, okay? I'm gonna ask you to move back from my seat.
10 feet.
No.
Yeah, that's the ruling. You don't get to make the ruling. Shut the fuck up. It's a traffic stop. I've given you twice as much space as you need. Guys, it's DPS in Arizona, Highway Patrol. It doesn't matter how much fucking tape you put up, you dumbass. All right, then tell him to chill the fuck out. Let me record. Let's just all be quiet. Move on. You look like an idiot. What? No.
Yeah, he's an idiot right now. They're putting the tape up. So now that's the crime scene.
The tape came out sooner than I thought it did.
So
And the man is taping off 3 football fields of shit.
that's not
Why is
3
he taping
football
it off?
fields.
Let's
That's
not
not
Joe,
That's so good.
Joe, I agree with you, but unfortunately, that's what they do. And if you're in Indiana, it's 150 feet or the officer's decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like the officer's trying to get him here, man. You know, if it
And
is
also-
indeed.
And also, there's no set amount feet for how far you have to be away from a crime scene.
Why are they
there's no
making it
rule
a
on
crime
that.
scene?
Only in Indiana.
I don't know why because they don't want him close. I mean, obviously they don't want him that close, but the simple fact if he doesn't go behind them, they can't arrest him. Simple.
Agreed.
And the other side
You're
of it
gonna
is
get-
what wasn't considered was he's standing on private property.
Well, there you
I've
go.
seen a million pieces of tape taped off. I've never seen one that like this, where the dude
No, I
just
agree. It's
takes
pretty
off
far.
20 feet.
It's
Let's
pretty far.
watch the video.
It is pretty.
I mean, this is if you have a dead body type shit that he's doing.
Yeah, it's pretty far, and we don't know exactly what's going on, what they're investigating. To be fair to the officers, but yeah, it's pretty far. But at the same time, you know, he should just suck it up and get back. He's not. And that's probably what's going to happen.
That's also
Nah, stand your ground, James.
It's
Fuck these niggas.
But he's then
It's also where the
interfering
pole
with
is.
crime
It's
scene,
where
though.
he can attach the tape to.
I was just going to say
He's got to have
that.
some place to attach the tape.
If you look at the environment, that's
True.
the closest pole to wrap a piece of tape around. What else is
Yeah.
he going to
That's a
Yes,
good
it
point.
is.
That's a good point.
It's not like he chose. See, now it would be a good argument, Joe, if there was a pole in front of that one and the officer
I
chose
agree.
to
Can you
use the
back it
farther
up?
pole,
There's a
right?
pole
So, yeah.
right there. There's 2
Watch
poles
it.
right there.
No, but that's in the middle of the scene.
You
See
look
all
like
the
an
way.
There's the
idiot.
first pole.
What?
Yeah,
No.
see, he went around that pole.
You're gonna
Coming
get
this
sued.
way.
That way at all, bro.
Behind the,
I
You
don't
guys
know.
can't just.
That's not that far away.
But
But he
check
just
this out.
said you're going to
listen
get sued.
okay, but
Listen at this.
So,
He crosses
that's the
the street
reason.
and stand at the other pole. Do they go across the street and mark off another 60-foot square area? This is getting ridiculous.
Well, no,
okay,
because they can't.
Watch the video.
but
No, I know that's not what happens, but what if he crosses the street? Now they're looking just as ridiculous putting tape on the other side.
don't forget how they approached. Let's not all forget how they approached the scene. Okay,
Yeah, he did approach the scene very,
very aggressively. Name
Very.
called. Very
Very.
aggressively. Let's remember that again. The earlier point of, hey, if you want to get something from someone, approach them cordially first.
All right. I was about to get behind him on a name calling shit, but you're right.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's continue.
Put up tape every time you want to move a camera. No, that's not the way the law works. All right, guys. You got my lawyer on the phone. This is going to be it. I need names of everybody getting sued here tonight.
Oh, if this is a traffic stop, they are in so much trouble.
So it's just a traffic stop. We've dealt with this case specifically. Now, here's the sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk. Now, they don't want me filming their traffic stop. So they're going to wrap tape all around this place because they don't want me to film their traffic stop. Somebody has put it in their mind
It's crazy.
that if they put tape,
It's only like 25 or 30 feet away. What's the issue? He can still.
You don't
He's
put
got
up
a
tape
great fucking zoom.
when
He's got a great, but he's
Right,
got
he
a
was
great
already
zoom on his
standing
camera.
there. Excuse me?
He's got a great zoom on his camera. Most cameras
No,
have
fuck
good zoom
that.
now.
He was already staying away. Now you're you're attacking him and putting him in jeopardy. You're about to kidnap him, take all of these things from him. because you don't want them filming. That's what's going on. While we make excuses for anything else, he's the distance away. He's not bothering these niggas. Now they feel like you have to obey me. I'm gonna get stubborn too. No, I'm
Watch
giving
the
you.
video. Watch the
And the right to
video.
film police doesn't mean flashing lights from a distance. It means, you know, getting up close, getting audio at least. You know?
But you can't do that with
Thank
every
you,
tonight.
whoever
You
said that
can't.
shit.
That was extortion watchers, but you can't do that. It depends on each. It has to go on a case by case basis
Well,
to
let's
see
go
how
on
close
this
you
one.
can get.
Surely James is more than far enough away on this one. If it is indeed just a traffic
That's
stop,
the thing. We don't
the
know.
cop. Let's
I
assume
can't
it
answer
is.
that.
I know we cannot. We are not psychic. Let's assume it is. Now that
If
cop
it's
is
a
being
traffic
shitty
stop,
as fuck. Can we agree?
no,
Or
I
do
agree.
we
There,
agree?
I can say that if it's just a traffic stop, James is pretty far away, and
Yeah.
I don't see why the distance shouldn't be an issue.
And the
Maybe
police
there's
is being mean by taping off, going behind them with the tape and all. If you really just want to keep him away, that 2 poles closer, you know, he'd have to jump 2 pieces of tape or something. It's like the cop is really trying to get him right now because he called him names and told him, "Fuck you, mind your
Cause
business,
and
do your
effect.
job."
Cause and effect.
yeah,
Yeah, very good.
you get
That's all
what
this
you
is.
put out. You
That's
get what you
all
put
this
out.
is cause and effect.
Yes, nigga.
You can
Wait a
control the
minute.
narrative, or at least try to.
And think about it this way: how much better a video would this? I mean, it would have been a more boring video. But what do you think would have happened if he would have gone behind the line and said, "They're making me go this far. Go show it to the chief," as opposed to now the chief's going to see him standing inside a crime scene getting tased. Like, well, you were inside the crime scene. You
The
know,
other, yeah,
what looks better?
the one thing everybody's not considering is, have any one of you seen the other videos of him in Tucson, Arizona?
No.
No.
How about the one outside the police station where they're actually verbally harassing every officer that goes in and out? And then when they kick their cars out of the police parking lot, they go across the street to a private parking lot and
I
continue.
gotta, as much as I love you, Asian, sometime, man, I don't get too fucks about these cops, man. Fuck them. They disrespect me every day, all day. No one is saying, why are they doing this? Why are they that? Sometimes you get tired or fed up with life. Not with life, like, but you get tired of getting your ass beat from the cops and everything else. And I feel like it's your turn today. Because you take it out on people every fucking day. Fuck that. Somebody need to give you this shit in return, man. Sometimes I'm all about cursing these fucks out.
You can't
Well,
hold it
then
in. I
you
agree.
get what you deserve.
I agree
Then
with
if
you.
you get tased, you get tased. Then you deserve it.
Girl, I
I
totally
agree.
agree with
I
you. You
agree
take on
with
that
Joe.
responsibility too, yes.
I
Or
agree
if you
with
go
Joe
to jail.
Cool that humans fundamentally need to release too. They can't just hold shit in forever because then
Yes.
it's gonna get bad. But what I'm
Absolutely.
saying is that you also can pick and choose your battles. And what I mean by that
Yes.
is
Agree.
when you vent towards that bad cop that really violated you,
Yes, right.
instead of maybe a cop that's just trying to do their job.
That fuck right there, I'd have vented toward him. I was fucking, I don't know. He looks far enough away.
The
He
only
just don't
issue I
say
have right
nothing
now,
to
Joe,
me.
is the way that this auditor approached the scene of the accident.
Yep.
That's
Oh
my
yeah.
issue. If he was cordial about it and this is the reaction the police gave him, I would have issues.
Oh yeah,
Was he
absolutely.
cordial or did I assumed the police
Nah,
said
he
I
started
just
mouthing
assumed the
off.
police said
I'm
something first.
calling my lawyer. I don't understand what the
No,
fuck's your
before
lawyer
that,
gonna
I
do right
assumed
now
the
for you?
police walked up and was like, "Hey,
No,
back
he
up!
didn't walk
I don't
up.
want you filming, back the fuck up or something."
Nah, he
I
didn't say
assumed
anything
the
like that.
police initiated.
All the cop said was, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to step back." And James immediately went to, "Fuck you! I'm far enough back. Blah blah.
Right.
Fuck you. Do your
Right.
fucking job." No, no, no. Joe, he came in completely aggressive, completely biting the cops' heads off, and they're like, "Okay, we're not dealing with this today. Just put up the fucking tape. He'll get back. We're good."
And that's my only issue with this particular audit, because nothing else after that matters. Because it's a cause and effect. You get
It is, and pick your battles. You said that too, right?
so, but I respect you, Joe. I appreciate you. You know that.
Yeah, Joe, wasn't it you that said you can get more with sugar or honey
That's
than
a
you
good
can
point.
with vinegar?
You did. That's a
I
good
know.
point.
I just get in my emotions. Sometimes I see these guys. I just don't
Now we're
know.
talking about emotional control, things we've also talked about
Yep.
as well, right?
Yeah.
Mental fitness or the lack thereof, Joe, remember?
Yes.
Let's just watch James get his ass tased.
All right.
Let's continue this.
Well, the other thing is,
Let's just
we
fast
actually
forward
know
into
they
that
tased
piece.
No, I want to see what leads up to it. I'm curious to see how much shit they take before they taste it.
Yeah. Don't talk.
Around an area that no matter what, that means. See, they're not supposed to be putting up tape though, except to preserve a crime scene. That is the purpose of crime scene tape, is to preserve the crime scene. Say that there's shell casings around. Maybe somebody's been shot and there's blood on the ground there. Maybe there's a DWI accident and we've got skid marks on the road. The purpose of the tape is not to get rid of the camera. It's to preserve the crime scene. So this is going to be Arizona DPS, and yeah, they are going to arrest me.
I'm rolling with James again.
I think they're stupid enough to arrest me. They're so my wife will come pick up the car. She's got spare keys. I don't know what they'll book me on. I mean, it's just ridiculous and stupid of them to do this shit.
Look at all that tape.
If I had to take a wild guess, what's the go-to every time? Interference. Interference has to be something physical. In other words, interference has to be like he's trying to go from his car to this car to search the car, and I'm physically keeping him from doing so. I'm standing in between him or blocking the door or something like that. So he's this.
Our perimeter is already established. We need you to step out our perimeter.
Where's your
You can
super?
record all you want over there, but not in our perimeter.
Where's your supervisor? Get that light out of my eyes now! Get the light out of my eyes now! Get your supervisor now. Get your supervisor before you do anything else. Get your supervisor before you do anything else.
I'm not going to ask you nicely to step out.
I'm telling you nicely, no thank you.
Step out of the
There's a
perimeter.
There's no perimeter.
Yes,
What are you gonna? No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go do your job. Go do your job. Leave me alone. I'm asking you nicely to leave me alone. There's no fucking perimeter. I can be all the way up there on the sidewalk. I gave you a ton of space. I could be up on the sidewalk. I can be on the sidewalk. I gave you a ton of. All right, I'll go be on the sidewalk. Then let me stay here where I think it's a safe distance rather than up close to you on the sidewalk. They're going to arrest me. What's your name? What's your name? All right. Keep the light down out of my eyes, and I'll keep it out of yours.
Go over there. Go over there. Go over there.
Keep the light out of my eyes. Just keep your light down out of my eyes. You're making.
Fuck that guy.
There's no. Shut up, dude.
Go from our perimeter. So last time I'm gonna.
What's your name? What is your name?
Then I'm gonna tell you to step over there.
What is your name?
Sir, go over there.
What is your name? Get your supervisor now. I told you to get your supervisor. Now do it.
I'm telling you now to step over there by the sidewalk.
Are you disobeying a lawful order?
I'm telling you, step over there.
It doesn't have to be.
Wait. Did James just say, are you disobeying a lawful order?
Yes,
Oh yeah, it gets better, and it gets better. Wait until his buddy starts spewing.
Keep going.
What?
Yeah, keep going. Wait,
Like
it gets
this.
better.
Leave me alone. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Get your fucking hands off of me. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off of me. You fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. Get off of me. Stop resisting. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Stop resisting. Get off of me. Stop resisting. Stop punching me. Get off of me. It's just a fucking camera, you dumbass. Get off of me.
Nothing to do with the
Get
camera.
off of me. Let go of my camera, you piece of shit.
Has nothing to do with it.
Get off of me.
All because of the.
Go get on your stomach. Get off on the case. Turn around. Get off. Turn around.
Go on your stomach.
Get off.
Go on your
Turn
stomach.
around. Get off.
Go on your stomach.
Get off. Turn around. Get off of me.
Get on your stomach.
Ah!
Get on your stomach.
Stop tasing me. Ah! 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 The fuck is wrong with you guys?
Got it twisted.
It is hard to keep quiet doing this one, Kenny.
It's a camera.
It gets better.
It's just a camera.
Service 1015. You guys are fucking idiots. Give me my stuff back and let me go.
Good luck.
Go ahead. 10-4. He was asked numerous times, and he was told that he refused. I'm filming in public, you fucking idiot! You're an idiot! I can film you! Let's get him in the car. Keep going, please. Help! Help! Get a camera! Help!
What is the
Film
point?
them! Film it! Help!
Help! That is so
Get a
foul.
camera! Stand up. Get a camera!
Get a camera.
Help!
It's already being filmed.
They're arresting me for recording them!
No, they're not.
Let go of me!
My
That's not why
God.
they're arresting you.
Where's
There's
the
nothing to do with the
supervisor?
camera.
And didn't he just say they're going to arrest me? He was prepared to be arrested,
It
yet he
has
still resisted.
nothing to do with the camera.
No.
They said numerous times you can film over there.
Yep.
Oh, you are wrong. It is
No,
all
they
about the
didn't.
camera. Just
And it's
because they
nothing to do with the
said
camera.
that, just because they said that means nothing. It is all about the camera. They always say, I don't have a problem with the camera, just film over there.
Joe, I can guarantee you in this instance, if he went behind that tape, he would not have gotten arrested.
I
can confidently
guarantee,
tell you that.
and I can guarantee you in this instance, it was all about the camera as well. James is a fucking god, in my opinion. We need to start standing our ground. Fuck that. He was on solid footing. You don't get to go behind me and put up a piece of tape at a traffic stop, and you don't get
He's
to do
an
none of that
asshole.
shit. Somebody got to take a fucking bullet, and somebody got to challenge them, or else the fucking next guy that tries to film them is gonna be like them from 50 feet away.
No,
But you see,
Excuse me a moment, Joe. Are you aware that I looked up Mr. Freeman's real name in the Arizona Supreme Court? He has had over 20 cases in Arizona alone, let alone the warrant that's out for his arrest in California.
That makes me think he's doing his fucking job. You know, I don't hold nothing against him. If anything, he's gonna be more heroic. He's fighting the system.
Whoa,
They
whoa, whoa,
fight back.
wait,
This is what happened.
wait. If he's fighting the system, why doesn't he turn himself in for that warrant and fight the system? Why is he running from the warrant? That don't mean no
I
goddamn
don't get it.
sense.
Fuck acquiescing to the system. You know, fuck going by their rules.
How are you gonna change it if you don't fucking go into the courtroom and get shit changed? You can't get it changed by running from a fucking warrant, can you?
That's
Well, no, I'm assuming he's gonna have to do his time. He's a smart guy. He's gonna face the time, or he does it when he wants. But fuck them. If it's an out-of-state shit, not a nigga, you get it when I get there. I'm okay with that. If it's something serious and shit, they'd come get him. Apparently, it ain't too fucking serious.
But all right,
but the court is not held in the street.
No.
You don't know how.
And that is the
how
fucking
but
issue.
how
I don't
big
have
of
the money to
emergency.
hold court in court.
You
So
don't,
court
you
must
don't
be
know
held
how
in the
big of an
street.
emergency that was
But
going on.
you'll never win if you try a court in the streets. The cop will always win every single time.
If you don't fight the battle in the street, it never makes it to court.
That's not true.
No.
He could have
No,
stopped,
hey,
went behind. He could have went behind the line and then brought it to the department and said, "Hey, look what your officers are doing on a traffic stop." That would have got similar results. Probably okay.
That would have
well,
got zero here in Chicago. That would have got absolutely none. However, they arrest you and slam you down here, then suddenly motherfuckers are talking about you and they get in trouble. Filing reports doesn't work here. We're the worst in the globe for giving a country for giving up fucking FOIA requests, and in jail we don't give requests. The police are trying to burn almost 500,000 fucking police complaints. The court, they've already went to court and they've told them you got to overturn it. They asked for a continuance and said we're gonna destroy them before that continuance even happens. So filing a complaint is useless, nothingness here. I don't know if that shit works other places. Worthless. Here they say, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Take it to City Hall. I got them on camera saying that shit. That file a complaint shit don't work.
I think it really does work. Maybe there probably are instances that it doesn't work, but for the most part, that's how shit gets changed.
I disagree. Ain't none of that. Nothing real gets changed. I'm sorry, not nothing real. Certainly, certain laws have been done. NJ could quote some very good examples, but real change happens always after you motivate these motherfuckers. If you don't get under their skin, if he sat out there with a sign that's saying "respect my rights," nothing happens. He sit out there that's saying "suck my dick," you motherfucking this evil government. Suddenly, he has a chance of making things happen. Every fucking movement that's happened has been because somebody did something stupid, like spray the water hose on a motherfucker, got desperate and it tortured a motherfucker, killed a motherfucker. All shit happened for have some fucking
What about
that you gotta make.
what about Martin Luther King Jr.? He did it through respect and through peaceful means, and shit definitely changed with him.
I would disagree. Martin Luther King was a fan of direct action. He said so. He knew that even such him being peaceful, walking down the street, would provoke those motherfuckers. Otherwise, he wouldn't do it. He said also, if you see a law that's unjust, you must be prepared to break it and go to jail for it with your head held high. I think that's what James just did.
Okay, maybe he could have. He should have went back and then took this to a higher power that would have had some change. This point, he's getting tased. He's no, it could have happened. You don't know that. We don't know Arizona
Kenny?
that well. Hold on, Mr. J. And can someone please turn the TV down? Where was that? Oh yeah, so he should have went behind the lines and fought
You're
it
saying to the
at the
right,
court
he should
system.
have redressed the right court system and went the right.
Absolutely, and don't let it end at that. And yeah, yes, the government can and probably will procrastinate and all that. Well, you know what? Then that's just something you're gonna have to deal with. If you don't have the money, well, then maybe you shouldn't be going out doing what you're fucking doing if you can't afford to fucking change shit.
Exactly. This is why they make it expensive for you to fight for your rights. So someone can tell you one day, listen, if you can't afford it, you have no rights. Stop fighting for your rights because you can't afford to fight for them. Don't do that. You can't afford it financially. This is why they do these things, and this is why broke ass niggas that live in vans are the only ones cop watching.
No, it should be, if that were the case, it should be the rich elite that are cop watching because they have the money to go through all this shit, get laws changed, shit like this.
System works for them, though they have no motivation to change it.
Kenny?
Yeah, Mrs. J.
We all have to remember something. Me being old, I remember Chicago. It's notorious for being dirty, just like the what is that? New Orleans. Chicago is notorious. He obviously grew up in Chicago, I'm guessing.
Yes,
because he sounds awful familiar. Well,
yes.
You're not going to change his mind because he doesn't know any different. He doesn't know any
I would
different.
agree.
I mean, Chicago is and always has been a dirty town. My
It's horrible.
uncle lived there. My cousins grew up there. It is. It's. I don't know how to put it other than you can't
If you
talk to a
ain't
drunk
seen it.
person. You can you can talk as much as you want, but the reality is he grew up in that system. He doesn't realize that not every place is like that. And I mean, it's just the way it is.
And you should also know, Kenny, you should also know that I've been an activist in my community since I was a teenager, voted one of the top 20 in the country. I've been through all the down to downstate to Springfield repeatedly with busloads of niggas to my congressmen and senators. I've spoken to them all, judges, so and so. I'm very familiar with the system. I filed reports and got to know internal affairs and everybody. I've done all that. So when I say it doesn't work, I'm talking through that lens as well. It is dirty as fuck. It is just they don't listen. They do what they want. It's mob rule here.
But here's the thing: it's not about changing your mind on anything. It's just coming at it and giving you a different perspective.
I appreciate these things.
I do
You
not.
know that.
I do not expect to change your mind.
I expect you to give it your best shot, though, motherfucker.
And we're not gonna.
Right? That's why I'm here.
And we're not gonna. More likely, after the end of this video, we're probably gonna see it completely differently. There might be some things that we agree on. Like, I don't think the cops should have brought out the tape, because if it really is a traffic stop, there's no reason crime tape should even be involved, to be completely honest with you.
Yes. And you're probably right? If a motherfucker could afford it, obviously, you have a case there. But you take that to court, in their eyes, listen, we got too much serious shit to be considering a fucking tape, mind your business. And you gotta fucking go up and up and up just to get your court, your shit even heard somewhere. It's gonna cost you $10,000 or better just to get your shit heard on an appellate court or something.
But that's where you change law, and that's where you get
Who can
done.
afford it? Who can afford it?
Batusai got shit changed. Eric Brandt said he's changed a few things too. So I mean,
All right, you got a
people are
few
able
black
to do it.
billionaires, but it's the rare bird. Most motherfuckers.
Batusai's not a black billionaire. Is he a billionaire? He's not a billionaire.
No.
I know Eric Brandt's not no billionaire.
I was saying that it's like Michael Jordan saying, "Hey, I made it to the NBA. Why don't you do it?" Yes, a few niggas are gonna do it.
I got you. Okay.
Hey, Kenny.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off.
Okay. Have a good one, Extortion Watchers. All right, let's continue to see what else happens here.
Hey, thank you for your contribution, Extortion Watchers.
You liar! You attacked me! You attacked me! I tried to run away from you!
So he just admitted to fleeing, to evading arrest too. Wow, he's just not doing himself any fucking favors here.
That's when you say you can't win a case on the street. It's easy to put your foot in your mouth.
I tried to get away from you while you assaulted me!
Oh, assaulted. Okay.
That was dope the way he praised it. He's thinking ahead.
Wow. You see that?
Oh yeah, wait, it gets good.
Oh my goodness. So one of them trying to make a citizen's arrest against the officer. Oh my
This is
God.
getting good. Sit there.
Oh Lord.
What? What are you
I
doing?
would.
No, I'm not staying that door. You guys are all under citizen's arrest
I think he said cease and arrest. I think he said you got to cease and arrest.
Well, at least it wasn't like, all right, guys, that's it. You're all under
Cease and
citizen's arrest.
desist, you mean?
I think that's what he meant. I think he said arrest.
Oh my God.
Back the fuck up. Back away from me. 6 feet. Back the fuck up. Back up.
Oh.
Back away from me, bitch. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Fuck you. Where's Freeman? Let him go. Let him go. Let him
How do you
go.
expect the police officer to respond to this?
It's like that.
Right? Absolutely.
I think he should arrest him.
Now, here's the thing. Did he really see this going any differently for him? Did he think he was going to ride in on his white horse? He was going to come in and say, "You need to let James go." They're like, "Okay, we're sorry. Here you go. Here's your buddy." And they're going to go home and have pizza together?
Oh, he's
I think that was
not done yet.
It was off emotions,
He's not
right?
done.
And watching too much YouTube and shit.
Oh my
You got
God. Yeah,
exactly
he
what
got
he
himself.
wanted.
Oh, the second guy, I thought he really thought he was going to help. And he just failed miserably. Failed utterly. And James was probably like, what? I wonder if
Hey,
Freeman was like,
hey, guys.
Right, James was a genius compared to him.
right?
Did
Oh
this
my
guy
God.
make it? Did this guy make it a twofer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it
both
looks
getting
like it.
arrested.
Looks
They're
like
both
it.
getting arrested. This is some
You guys
shit.
violated his fucking rights.
I don't know if the second guy did or not, but he should have.
Citizen's arrest. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Son of a... Let me out.
You gotta love this shit.
Let me out.
Okay, I'll let you out.
And the police listen to music.
I guess so.
Strike
Well, they got a strobe light.
Strike the live stream.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Good point. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to not play that anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's basically what happened. So, wow. That is just
So
like...
the second guy comes in, yells citizen arrest, and yells for the cop to get on the ground. It wasn't the cops yelling get on the ground. It was the dude that came in second.
I thought it was
And
the cop.
No, it was,
it was the guy
trying to do
Yeah.
citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
It was the
And I
same
don't know if he
voice
got
yelling
arrested
and
or not.
screaming.
They cut the video. The video does cut there. So
It was the same guy yelling and screaming throughout the whole thing. It was not the police. The police, if you did hear them, were at a normal speaking voice.
Yeah. They're like, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. They were trying to be calm to this guy too. Just like Freeman, this
I
guy
thought it was gonna be the
escalated
new
the
FTP.
situation. He thought he was going to come in and be freaking Mr. Hero and come in, James Freeman, dun, 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 I'm here to save you. And he failed.
Maybe he got exactly what he
miserably.
wanted. Maybe he just wanted the confrontation. Maybe he knew that no reasonable cop was going to be like, "You're right. I'm gonna get down on the ground."
I know. What did he really did? The cops were like, okay, you're right. I'm getting on the ground right here, right now. Come on. Come on.
This was just a bad example to use. I totally respect Joe Cool. I understand where he's coming from fundamentally with activism and all this 1A stuff. I totally get it. I'm a 1A supporter across certain people, right? But this was just a bad example, a bad audit to use in order to
I
help
thought it was a
justify
great.
that
So the
cause.
goofy dude ran in. It was great until the
Yeah.
goofy guy came and just tried to play hero.
Yeah. And Joe,
The
earlier you made a
fact that
comment.
Freeman.
Yeah, you made a comment earlier, and I just wanted to say, do you live to work or do you work to live? Right. The comment about
Live to
auditing.
work.
Yeah, you guys were
or
talking
work
earlier
to
about auditing and going all the way because law, police officers only enforce
Yeah.
the law. They don't make the laws, right? So I think you and
Yeah,
Kenny
yeah.
were going back and forth about taking it all the way to change the laws and do something about it. Meanwhile, half
Yeah.
the auditors out there don't have the resources or the overhead to execute and fulfill upon that
Yes.
piece, right? So the question
Yes.
becomes, do you live to work or work to live?
I'm not sure I understand the question how it applies to what you're saying.
Yeah, it's probably out of
I
context. I don't want to revisit it. It sounded a lot better when it was when you
At the
guys
time, the moment, time
Exactly.
is
It's one of those
everything.
moment
Yeah.
in time things.
Well,
Time
here's
is
the
everything sometimes.
here's the thing, Joe. So if you're not if for somebody that goes out there and does this, they don't have the money to get anything changed, right? They
I don't know
so
about that.
what is the point of doing what they're doing if all they're doing is filming cops doing the wrong thing, putting it on YouTube, and nothing comes of it?
You're
What is the
assuming
point
nothing
of that?
comes of it. I can give you a couple very good examples of what comes from it, right? One is I'll see a guy get stopped. I'll see a video of a regular guy, not a YouTuber. Police tries to tell him, "Hey, give me your idea." Some the guy tells by the camera, say, "I don't have to. I've broken no laws." Well, I'm just trying to so and so. He'll know the basic shit to so the police can't violate his rights. I see that like wildfire. That should be taught in schools. We're teaching that. I think that's beautiful and can't make change. This place has changed. When I started, motherfucking police dumped a lot in the plow. Like, you can't do this. Oh no, we're police. We don't have to follow the law. And now the motherfucker, he does something bogus or violates certainly something wrong on one of my bids. That motherfucker sits down. You don't even see him for months. Just the threat that they could be that something can happen to them makes them behave. I mean, all the way downtown, miles away, these motherfuckers behave. They're talking about Joe, and I've never filed a complaint. They're talking about Joe. They talk about you downtown at the so and so. I forgot what they called it now. But apparently they do because they're taking care of these cops on their own and without giving them shit about it, complaining and shit. They're doing it on their own. So you make change, hang in there.
One thing I will say about that video is, and James Freeman, when he's tased, he doesn't scream like a little girl. I will give him that.
All right.
Most of the time when they get tased, they scream like a little girl.
Their voice go up.
He at least kept the same tone while he was being tased. He's like, "Stop tasing!"
He
He's
still
like, "Yeah, that was
screamed.
funny."
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like,
but he didn't-
"Ow,
but he didn't-
ow,
But
help,
right, like a
help."
You couldn't tell he was getting tased until he said he was being
He was
tased.
screaming for help. Like somebody was
Yeah,
gonna
no,
come
I
behind
agree.
I
him.
did.
No,
I
I
Like he was
missed
getting
the
mugged.
sound of the
Like
taser.
That was
I missed the
shit in the
sound.
world.
he sounded like he
Help!
was
I'm
getting
being
mugged in the backstreet alley of like
That is
Chicago or
true.
something.
No,
Like
that
help,
was
help!
being
Like
that was
mugged.
after the
Help! I'm
tasing
being
though.
kidnapped.
That was after the tasing though. This
but
is
the,
after he got tased and they're standing above him. He saw someone and he's like, "Help! Help! Get your camera!" and all this. And but my favorite part still is when right before everything happened. Are you refusing a lawful order? I'm like, what?
now I never saw this
Oh,
video
that
up
was
until
so
tonight,
funny.
but I could tell you just watching the first 2 minutes of it, I knew it wasn't gonna end well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was the greatest shit ever. Does anybody know the
That's-
disposition of the charges and shit right now?
No, I did that video just got uploaded yesterday or something like that, or the day before.
I'd be
So
curious to
I
know the
don't know.
charges.
Bob's is
Right,
gonna be
right now, Masshole is doing a live stream, and they are covering it. Are they still talking about it?
They're
Yeah,
covering this?
they're still talking. Yes, they're covering. No, they're covering James' arrest,
Oh, they went early
and
today. I thought they started at 5.
and they've gone halfway through the video. Mr. Jarhead's watching it over on the other side of the room. But I don't think they've talked about what he was arrested for or anything, have they? No, they're still going through the video and talking about it.
And that's
Yeah.
this video.
Yeah, no. We just saw someone else's post of it, but it's pretty much the same video. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
So this
now-
recently happened then.
yeah. And so here's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
this was I think yesterday.
If the video would have ended with James, backing up what he did, I think I would be with him because I'm like, whoa, wow, you really show some cops being stupid in this one. Because again, if it can be proven that it was simply just a traffic stop, then yeah, there's no reason to have the tape up. They had no reason to put it up. They really did try to
Check
get him
this
to
out,
back up.
Kenny. Doesn't that logic follow? If I'm out here protesting, I got 1,000 motherfuckers way out here protesting. Some cop walks up, says you don't have a permit, blah blah blah. Then we have to give up and fight it in court. Whatever I'm doing, cop says, hey, you don't have I give up, fight it in court. This is where that leads. There's another option. I prefer people that do that, and I thank them for that. But there's another option, one that gets just as much attention, and that's being a loud motherfucker. That's the one that stands up. It takes very few Rosa Parks. It might take 10,000 niggas writing signing petitions and all that bullshit. One motherfucker Rosa Parks, one Malcolm X, one so and so, and you fucking somebody got to stand up. That's usually the guy that gets it done.
They put up the tape because of bad auditors.
I agree. Very good.
You understand that, right, Joe?
And I agree with that shit. Niggas like me that's out cursing at cops help create tape.
Back in the days, those detachable razor blades that you could buy, the Gillette like double blades for the shave.
Yep. I remember
back in the
those.
days, they came in like 5 and 10 packs. They used to be
did.
like in open areas of a store, and they were relatively, they weren't cheap, but I wouldn't say they were overly expensive back then. But then the problem was people were stealing them because there were small packages. You could just slip it in your pocket. So there was a lot of stealing of those razors, and ultimately what winded up happening is Gillette had to double the price of those razors, and now they put them behind the counter of stores.
That's what they do here. They put them behind glass or
so it's sort of like my example of when you have bad auditors out there, this is some of the end results of the repercussions that we now see because of it.
I do, and we got to be careful. However, we have to accept that we're going to get smashed. We're going to get hit, and we got to be in it. We can't go to war and not expect to get cut or wounded. We can't go back every night and say, I didn't do that because I got cut or wounded. Just go into war expecting, and if this is a war, and it is, I wouldn't be investing my time if it wasn't. Expect to take a charge. I'm not going to even make a fucking phone call when I get popped.
It's not worth taking a bullet, though.
It is.
Really?
No, it's not. No, it's not worth taking a bullet.
Willing to die
My brother, it was a history major, a professor, whatever, and he put a post on Facebook one day and said, "People, you must realize one thing. Every great civilization had a downfall,
Mhm.
and we're due."
We're no exception.
Yeah.
I agree.
So it's not worth taking a bullet for something that may not be around much longer. And the way
I'm not
things
talking
are
about for
going,
auditing, not for auditing. Take a
no,
bullet just
I'm talking about the amendment. The amendments. This country. It might not be around much longer. It's not worth taking a bullet over. Life is too short. You have a family? If you don't have a family, then maybe. What the hell? But most people have families, have responsibilities. It is not worth taking a bullet over.
A friend asked me, "Do I have Gorilla Glue?"
I love it. Love Gorilla Glue.
No, but me and you're talking about weed. He's talking about the real Gorilla Glue.
Oh,
That is some good Gorilla Glue. Is good strain. Not my
I
favorite.
do have
but I do
Gorilla
like
Glue,
it.
but it ain't what he thinking. I got a whole syringe full of the what do you call that shit? The honey looking shit, wax or whatever it's called. I think it's okay. Fuck that. Now is the time to live. It's better to die on your feet than to live on your knees. Fuck that. Everybody stand up right now. We all need to do it in unison. So if motherfucker tell me, "Joe, you got to keep sucking my dick," maybe that's a bad phrase or something. You got to keep bending that knee, Joe, or you get shot in the head. Maybe it's time we all bend the fucking knee.
committing
Fuck that.
suicide.
Now's the time.
Committing suicide is one of the
Let's
most
start
selfish
working.
things one can do.
It is.
I would agree,
Absolutely.
man. I would agree, but it's right now when we're in the streets. I don't, 80% of these fucking crowds out here across the world, not just in the U.S., were white folks, and the name of the fucking movement was damn near Black Lives Matter shit. So if we don't strike now, we may miss this opportunity. I think now is the time for everybody to stand up. I might not have felt like this prior to the George Floyd and everybody in the streets, but now we can't let this moment get away. Now is the fucking time for everybody to stand up together, bro.
I agree, but not all
I see
tactics are
it.
equal.
Say again, not all tactics are equal.
I agree, but not all tactics are equal.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said. Yeah. Yes.
In other words, there's
which is
better
why I'm
tactics
okay.
and different approaches you can take to make that happen.
I was gonna say I'm okay with multifaceted approaches and people taking different approaches. I'm okay with that shit. I wouldn't criticize. At least I do criticize motherfuckers. I try not to criticize the other auditors and shit. I do, but I'm down that they're trying, and I'm glad. Fucking do it your way. My people don't like my way. A lot of people don't like my way.
All right, guys, this has been a lot of fun, but I'm gonna call it. So we've been going for almost 4 hours now, so it's been fun to give everyone a last minute.
All right.
Barry, you got anything
Good. I've
last
been,
minute to say, sir?
No, not really.
All right, Joe, you got anything last minute to say, sir? Oh, you paused.
Me, absolutely. 25K, damn it, during this conversation.
Nice, right on. Congrats.
All right, I'm going to get cigars.
Good stuff, Joe.
Yeah, I'm about to give me some food too. I'm fucking hungry. All this talk about food, I've been hungry for about an hour now.
You can get all that for me too. Thank you so much, Kenny, as always.
All right, cool. Mrs. J?
No, but I still don't think it's worth taking a bullet over.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you off air.
Okay, Carl.
So I'm going to stay here.
Joe has the most.
Love you, Carl.
Love you too. Joe has the most irritating laugh I've ever heard.
Some people like it, I guess some people don't.
Oh my God.
I agree with Carl.
Be glad it's not a ringtone.
Oh.
Carl.
People were talking about making it.
Oh my
God.
Somebody already has. Yes, they have.
Yeah, someone wanted to make his and Tim Berry's the ringtone too.
Oh.
Oh, Carl, you know you get them both.
Love you, Carl. Love
All
you,
right,
Gary. Love you,
all right,
Asian.
guys.
Love
All
you
right,
too,
guys.
You
Mr.
guys.
J.
All right,
Me too,
cheers.
Jay.
All right, guys. Thank you all for showing up. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, May, Asian, Power Wagon, Taze, Carl, everyone in the chat, and whoever I didn't say goodbye to. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again with another video tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace.